This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Charles W. Scheid Stadium here at Western Heights High School in West Oklahoma City, where this evening you will have the semifinal matchup between the Carl Albert Titans and the Collinsville Cardinals. The Carl Albert Titans come in with a record of 10-2, head coach Mike Dunn in his first year, and Collinsville comes in with a record of 12-0, head coach Kevin Jones in his 12th year, and Carl Albert is coming off a 14-7 win over Coweta in the quarterfinals, and Collinsville is undefeated coming off a 56-35 win over the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish. So we're at the semifinal game, Braden. We've got McAllister, Lawton MacArthur, Carl Albert, and Collinsville. Who's going to make it next week?
I think, well, man, you can't put me on the spot like that.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know who's going to make it out of the Final Four, but I do believe that the champion is coming from the game that we're going to be calling tonight.
I think that's a great way of answering.
I think Collinsville and Carl Albert are the two best teams in 5A. Obviously, give credit where it's due to McAllister and Lawton Mac, where they both have fantastic seasons.
Right.
But this is the cream of the crop, and I really do think that the way the bracket shook out, this is more of a championship game than the one that's going to be played next week.
I think that's a great way of putting it. And so if you're going to watch this game tonight, which we hope you will here on the NFHS Network, Oklahoma Sports Network, and your Carl Albert Titan Football Network, you're going to see basically the state champion come right out of this game. And I believe that too. I've watched them all, and I believe that that's actually the truth. Well, I'm Kirk Norman. I'll be doing your play-by-play this evening. Braden Conover will be doing the color commentating. Tessa Durrell is on the sidelines. Tessa, are you down there with us this evening? Oh, she's talking. So she'll be back in just a minute. Jason Harjo is our producer, and Keegan McLaughlin will be running the camera this evening. We're glad to have you with us. We'll be back here in just a moment with our countdown to kickoff coming up.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
We're back with you here on our countdown to kickoff, which is brought to you by Louie's Bar and Grill. Louie's Bar and Grill, we're in your neighborhood, serving up lunch and dinner with fun times and great friends. A casual American eatery and pub serving a wide variety of affordable options in a come-as-you-are atmosphere. Don't forget, all 15 locations offer curbside to go. Braden, these teams have met each other 3 times in the past 4 years. 2018, Carl Albert won 37-20. 2020, Carl Albert won 45-28, and now we have this year. Carl Albert is currently 17-0 in semifinal matchups. Right now, we have head coach Kevin Jones from the Collinsville Cardinal on the sideline. Tessa, take it away.
Yeah, Phil Jones. What does the preparation this week look like as you've gotten ready to face the Titans?
So it's a little bit different this week, being Thanksgiving and being out of school and everything. But we've been here before, and we're just kind of doing our normal semifinal schedule, and it's just doing what we do. The big thing is we're playing Carl Albert, so we got to get ready.
And you guys have had a lot of success offensively. You have 9 seniors who are starting on the offensive side of the ball for you guys, and on average you outscore opponents by 38 points. Do you think that this team here tonight is the best so far as you've been here at Collinsville?
I mean, they're a phenomenal group. We got 22 seniors, and we got a lot of starters obviously on offense, but on defense as well. So it's a phenomenal group, and we've got plenty of time to reflect on that, after the season. But for right now, we got our hands full with.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Right,
back to you guys up.
All right, Tessa, thank you for that report, and thank you to Coach Jones. He does have an incredible senior group. Yeah. 22 seniors are listed on the roster. 9 start on offense, and I believe 5 start on defense. And
they have their lone junior up front is their left tackle, P.J. Whitley, and then every single skill position is filled out by a senior, besides the H-back, fullback, Zach Stein, who's also a junior. So a very well led Collinsville offense. I mean, a lot of experience on that side of the ball.
Right. Average margin of victory, 38 points this year. And, I really, they haven't been challenged this year yet.
Right. And last week kind of showed. They played Bishop McGuinness. They ended up playing a shootout-style game with them. I believe you said it was 56-35 was the final score in that one.
Right.
But
they still won by 21.
They still won by 21. But
right.
Here's the kicker. They did let up 35.
Yeah, that's right.
Carl Albert did play Bishop McGuinness this year, and it was a similar style game. That game went to overtime, back-to-back overtime weeks between Guthrie and Bishop McGuinness on the road that Carl Albert pulled out there. But this game, it's really going to be one of the best we've seen all year. And I know we've seen some instant classics. We saw the game at the Rock where Carl Albert, ends up pulling it out in overtime, and the one in overtime against Bishop McGuinness.
Exactly.
This one's too tough to call. If you're going to try to get me to call a winner in this one, you're not going to be able to, because I think these are the 2 most well-balanced teams. Obviously, they're defensive-led. We're going to get to talk about Carl Albert's defense and how they've turned it on in the playoffs over the past couple of weeks. But both defensive-laden, they have a ton of talent on the offensive side of the ball. Both teams do. It's going to be a real interesting chess match, at least in the first half, and I think we're going to see a couple more play calls open up in the second after some adjustments are made.
Well, everybody that's still practicing right now got the opportunity to practice on Thanksgiving Day, and Carl Albert as well as Collinsville had that opportunity. It's a special time in high school to get to practice on Thanksgiving Day, and yes, we're going to talk about the defense. The Carl Albert defense has really come alive in the last 2 games. And as that has happened, we have continued to, play these close games. Carl Albert only won 14-7 last week, but defense really controlled that game. They've only given up 7 points in each of the last 2 games that we're here in playoffs.
And it's not just the playoffs. I was texting Cameron Jordan after the game last week. Let's see if I can pull it up really quick. But they've only let up 37 first-team defensive points since Week 7.
Right.
And that is not including the Western Heights forfeit. That was Week
right.
8.
Right.
So it's this defense has gotten better each and every week, just like the offense has for the Carl Albert Titans. And I really think that the linebackers, Kentrell Bizzell, he plays a lot of linebacking snaps, and the secondary led by Tayshawn James, a hard-hitting safety. I mean, he reminds me of Quentin Carter, back part of that Lane Shark defense that OU had in 2008. Right. He'll hit you no matter what, and he lays the wood for sure. But I really think that this is going to be a defensive battle. It might be a high-scoring defensive battle, and I know that's a conundrum within itself, and it's an idiom, but it has the makings to, on paper, to be a really, really good game.
Well, I believe this is going to be the matchup of the night. I know that we are here to be able to witness this and to be able to leave here and testify to the fact that we saw what we saw, and it is going to be I'm going to use the term slobber knocker. I hope that it is. I hope that it is absolutely just a knockdown drag out this evening, and we'll see. And just like we led off the pregame with, I really believe that the winner of this game is going to be the state champion for 2021. And that's not taking anything away from MacArthur or McAllister. They've had a great year,
and they're just as talented.
But they are very talented. But I think the cream of the crop rose to this side of the bracket, and that's where we are.
Hey,
so
we can believe that all we want, as long as those players on the field on either side don't.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Whoever comes out of this game, they cannot have a letdown next week.
That's right.
After you make it all the way to December and you're practicing in December, POD, as Carl Albert likes to say. You cannot have a letdown game that first week of December.
Okay. Well, we're going to have our keys to the game here in just a few moments. We're looking forward to an incredible matchup here that will begin in about 20 minutes here at Western Heights on the west side of Oklahoma City between your Carl Albert Titans and your Collinsville Cardinals. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rate starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at F&B.
You can even earn cash back when using your F&B debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at F&B, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
Hudiburn, the dealership Oklahomans can count on.
Why can you count on them?
Because they give their customers more. Oklahoma is growing, and Hudiburn is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles.
Hudiburn, 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 Hudiburn.
Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudiburn is still here. You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more.
Hudiburn.com.
You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more.
Here's our target. We'll shoot an azimuth and head out. All in. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
We're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Carl Albert Titans take on the Collinsville Cardinal this evening in the semifinals. Our keys to the game are brought to you by New Level Nutrition, 2839 South Douglas Boulevard, Suite 108. Supplements and meal replacements, drop by and see us today. Well, our keys to the game, Braden, if we start with Carl Albert, I believe that Carl Albert has got to play a ball control game. Collinsville can't score when they're not on the field, and so that ball control game is going to be very, very important. We've seen them kind of practice that the last few weeks here, lining up in the in a power set, and the Trojan horse is what we call it.
Yeah, they played a little bit last week, but their defense is really familiar with it because that's what teams are trying to do against Carl Albert, and we've seen that all year.
That's exactly right. So, ball control, I think that's a huge key for Carl Albert this evening. Turnover-free, forced turnovers. Every game, we always talk about this, but you've got to play clean, and you've got to force some things to happen from the other team, in order to upset and make some things happen. I'm not going to say that Carl Albert is the underdog in this, but Collinsville has looked good all year long.
They have. I've called them the Bigsby of 5A for at least half the season now, and every time we check score at halftime, it just seems like there's going to be a running clock against the Cardinals in the second half because they're up so big.
Right.
And I think for Collinsville tonight, it's play your game. Play your game the way you got here.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a high-scoring offense and a shutdown defense. If they can just keep everything in front of them, keep Kentrell Bazell in front of them, and try to get in Reed DeQuasy's face when he does drop back to pass, because we've seen all year long that Reed DeQuasy does not handle pressure well.
Right.
And, yes, he can get out and move on you, but if you can force him out of the pocket and have guys setting the edge and spying him, I think Collinsville has a really, really good shot at keeping Carl Albert and the low teens.
Right.
Really, I mean, you're not going to be able to keep either of these teams out of the end zone all night. But I think whoever gets to 45 first is going to be the winner.
Yeah. Well, one of the things we talked about as well in regard to playing your game is that these teams have met each other. They have history, and 3 of the last 4 years, including this game tonight. So they know each other. These coaches know each other. Even though Coach Dunn is a first-year coach, he knows, or a first-year coach here at Carl Albert, he knows, and these staffs have a lot of history with each other. They know what they're going to be doing. And Collinsville needs to come out and just play exactly what they've been doing all year long.
Yeah.
And then I wrote this down because I think it's important to see this as a team play like the team of destiny. They have run it. They have basically run ruled this year,
right?
In every game, and so that begins to get in your whole team. Mm-hmm. The quarterback has already said, because I read a Tulsa World article this last week, he's already said that this is their year.
Right.
And,
as he should. I mean,
they exactly
played like it is.
Yeah. He came in 4 games or 3 games out. He's only played 7 games this year, so 4 games out. And he's put up great numbers. Gilkey, and the running back, has put up great numbers. Hammond, their wide receivers, put up great numbers.
Right.
They have what it takes to be this team that, takes Carl Albert out of the ability to even play for their 6th state title in a row. And so they need to play like that team and not back up. And I don't think that there's any fear in these Collinsville Cardinals this evening.
And there shouldn't be. I mean, I'm looking at their starting lineups here, and all it says is senior, senior, senior,
right.
senior. I mean, these guys have absolutely nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. Obviously, some of these guys are going to be playing at the next level, but, this is it. I mean, and we talked about this being the pseudo championship game,
right?
That the champion's going to be coming out of this game tonight, this semifinal, and this senior class, they're tired of hearing that Carl Albert is the gem of 5A. They're tired of hearing that the West Side owns 5A because the 6A owns the East, or the East owns 6A. Collinsville has a lot to prove tonight, and I think they have a really, really good shot at doing so. And I think 5A and 6A both can end up being on the east side this year.
I think that's very possible. The other thing that I put down for keys of the game for Collinsville is don't take your foot off the gas.
Yes.
If you get up, just drive it home.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that in a semifinal game.
No.
Sportsmanship is important. I have no problem with that. But if you get up, don't take your foot off the gas. Just go ahead and drive it home.
Absolutely. Those sportsmanship rules are loosened a little bit in the playoffs because it's win or go home. And if you let a team like Carl Albert or you let a team like Collinsville hang around, they're going to make you pay eventually.
All right. So we're going to come back with some starting lineups here. We've got about 12 minutes before the game. We'll be back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
Starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need a flash.
Learning with VR.
Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A. Nailed it. We did it!
Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
Welcome back to the Charles W. Scheid Stadium here at Western Heights High School. And we have our starting lineups this evening, brought to you by All-American Diner, 212 South Air Depot Boulevard, Midwest City, Oklahoma. Down-home atmosphere, friendly waitresses, good service, plenty of food, and the fried catfish is awesome. It'll melt in your mouth on every bite. So our starting lineups for this evening, Collinsville offense.
Collinsville offense tonight at the X receiver position is going to be number 11, Oscar Hammond, who has over 1,000 yards receiving this year. And the big uglies up front, left tackle, number 77, P.J. Whitley. Left guard, number 57, Clayton Brewer. The center, number 72, Cannon Howard. The right guard, number 74, Marshall Palmer. And at right tackle, number 74, as well listed on here, is Cody Talkington. The other receiver tonight is going to be number 14, Cameron Hemmenbaugh. And at the Z spot is number 9, Caleb Tahee. At the fullback position, number 23, Zach Stein. And the signal caller for tonight is going to be number 18, Andrew Carney, and he's backed up by number 42, Braden Gilkey.
Now for your Carl Albert offense. Number 61 out there at tackle, Charles Fleming. Number 56, T.J. Lambert. Number 75, Gary Ray. Number 50, Easton Collier. Number 79, Santino Sonny Campbell. At quarterback, number 4, Reed DeQuazy. At tailback, number 45, Kentrell Bazell. And at your wide receiver positions, number 1, Damarian Brown. Number 13, Quincy Hopkins. Number 17, Xavier Thomas. And at your tight end position, number 82, Mason Lance.
On defense tonight for the Cardinals, at cornerback, number 7, Seth Kickapoo. At the strong safety position, number 32, Joey Rigby. Free safety tonight is going to be number 11, Oscar Hammond, and he's going to be backed up on that side by number 4, Hudson Henslick. The linebackers tonight, number 21, Caden Boyd, number 43, Blake Gilkey, number 44, Tristan Cottingham, and number 23, Zach Stein. Up front in this 3-4 set is going to be number 40, B.K. Sego. At the nose guard position, number 75, Landon Appleberg, and the defensive end, number 10, Jack Keith.
Now for your Carl Albert defense. At the end, number 82, Mason Lance. Number 78, Tanner Norman. Number 76, Karan Howard. Number 28, Isaiah Reed. Number 2, Andon Foster. Number 10, Easton Harless. At the linebacker, number 45, Kentrell Bazell. At your corners, number 1, Damarian Brown. And number 8, Ryan Ray. And number 24, Chancey Lester. And at your safety, number 17, Xavier Thomas. So those are your lineups for your Carl Albert Titans and your Collinsville Cardinals this evening as the national anthem is being played here in the stadium. And we are about set, 7 minutes and 40 seconds before we get ready for the kickoff. And we're excited to be able to bring this game to you. So, Braden, as we get ready here, you know, Carl Albert's in pretty good shape in regard to injuries.
Yeah.
I know that there are a couple of secondary players from Collinsville that are out this evening, and we saw them on the sidelines and with crutches and leg braces and those kind of things. So we know that we have some people that are out. Carl Albert's kind of healed up a little bit, so they have that going for them. And they are blowing up the Cardinal on the south end of the stadium.
Looks like Kyler Murray's going to run out of it.
Yeah, actually this evening, and I don't know. You know, we don't have a picture of that, but you can see on one end the battle flag for Carl Albert, on the other end the Cardinal that is blowing up on the south end. There's about a 9 to 10 mile an hour south wind this evening. The wind did change today, and so it's blowing out of the south. And so that will play just a little bit of an effect. It depends on how much the wind comes up over the evening. But 10 mile an hour wind in Oklahoma is like calm.
Yeah, it is calm. I was looking at the weather. My girlfriend, you know, she plays golf at a pretty high level, and she was looking at the practice. Looking at practice this morning, and down in Dallas, it was winds of 5 to 10, if that. and she was looking at Oklahoma, and it said 10-15. She goes, "Oh, there's no way I can play in that."
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, that is beautiful.
Right.
I'll be playing if it's 30.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it is relatively calm for an Oklahoma evening.
Okay, your coin toss, starting with Carl Albert, is number 74. That is Colby Reeser. Number 17 is Xavier Thomas. Number 61, that is Charles Fleming. And number 45, Kentrell Bazell.
Out there for the Cardinals, number 40, BK Seago. And actually, all their numbers are covered up right now.
Yeah.
I believe I saw number
There's
18.
Yeah.
He is not on the starting lineup. Excuse me, he is.
Yes,
Andrew
he is.
Carney, the main man.
Right.
Andrew Carney's out there as well. And we'll get the other two names as soon as they separate. But Collinsville is going to get to call the toss.
All right.
Coins in the air. Looks like Carl Albert won the toss. Whitecaps talking to Kentrell Bazell, number 45. They're starting running back and linebacker for the Titans.
And it looks like Carl Albert is going to be defending the south end zone to begin the game, and the Collinsville Cardinals will be defending the north end zone. They will receive, and so Collinsville will have the ball first.
And the other captains tonight for the Cardinals, number 44, Tristan Cottingham, and number 74, Marshall Palmer.
All right, so that's your coin toss. It's brought to you by Del City Transmission. Del City Transmission is located at 4737 Southeast 29th Street, Suite 5001. Our motto is, if we can't fix your car, we won't take your money. So the schools are beginning to line up. We have the Carl Albert High School band that is here. I don't see the band yet from Collinsville, but we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
The Collinsville Cardinals have taken the field and come running out through the Collinsville blown-up helmet there from the south end zone, and now the Carl Albert Titans are about to come out from behind their banner, followed by the battle flag, and they will be coming out. The Collinsville band is here this evening, and they are set up on the north end of the stands on the Collinsville side of the field. We've got the flag runners from the Titans that'll be here, and so we are 2 minutes away. So Collinsville is going to have the ball first, and our kickoff is going to be brought to you by CrossFit Complete. CrossFit Complete is a community dedicated to the daily pursuit of fitness excellence and serving others. In doing so, we strive to give our members the best hour of their day. CrossFit Complete. And so it's time for special teams to be special on both sides of the ball. It's one of the things we always talk about is special teams being special.
The forgotten side, the third side of the ball, as Coach Lincoln Riley likes to say.
And it can absolutely make an incredible difference in an entire game.
Especially in a game like this, yes.
So Carl Albert will be kicking off to the Cardinal this evening. And we are getting close to being underway. Just a few stats here. Andrew Carney, who started in 7 games, the quarterback there for the Collinsville Cardinal, has 62 carries on the ground, 586 yards, 54 completions for 1,075 yards and 11 touchdowns. Their moneymaker has been this Braden Gilkey, 189 carries, 1,700 yards, and 30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's been averaging 142 yards a game.
That's pretty good workhorse.
I'd say. So,
and I believe his brother, number 43, Blake Gilkey, he's a junior. He captains that defensive side pretty well out of that Mike linebacker position. So we'll be hearing that name a lot tonight, both Blake and Braden Gilkey.
So here we go. Back deep is number 43. That is Blake Gilkey, and for the Collinsville Cardinals. And kicking off is Spiewak for your Carl Albert Titans.
It finally feels like a playoff atmosphere.
It really does.
Crowds have showed up. Collinsville almost sold out their side.
So here we go. Spiewak is ready. The head official is holding off until the clock gets set with the 12 minutes on the clock, and it is. And so we are ready to go, and he blows the whistle, and here we go. This is the kickoff. Spiewak's going to kick it deep down the left side. Gilkey is going to take it at the 5-yard line. Here he comes out to the 10, across the 15. He gets up to the 20 and is tackled there at about the 25, maybe the 26-yard line.
By number 24, Chauncey Lester.
11 minutes, 52 seconds left, and they will start their first drive from the 26-yard line. Andrew Carney is in at quarterback. Braden Gilkey. They have 3 trips to the left, 1 man to the right. You want to keep your eye.
Actually have Quincy Hopkins back there at the strong safety position for the Titans.
You want to keep your eye on number 11, Oscar Hammond. He is the target if we throw, but they are waiting right now for the sideline, and Carney approaches the ball. Goes from the shotgun set. Carney takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle, and he gets hit right there at the 27-yard line, and that's going to bring up 1 yard on the carry, brings up 2nd and 9.
Credit that one to Brock Johnson, number 54, coming in from that linebacker position.
Collinsville is moving with tempo. There's no huddle. They just move to the line, look to the side.
Hammond's going to be on that far side. You got single man coverage, single high safety look here for the Titans.
2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. 1 man in motion left to right across the formation. That is Hammond. And he's going to keep it, and he gets caught in the backfield. He's going to get taken down there at the 25-yard line. 2 yards loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11 for the Collinsville Cardinals.
Again, Brock Johnson as well as number 10. That's Easton Harless coming in. And a little bit of an assistance from number 45, Kentrell Bazell.
Well, they had that kind of smelled out. It looked like there was going to be a possibility there. 3rd and 11 now. 2 men to the left, 2 men to the right. Carney's in the backfield. They're going to stop and look and see what the sidelines say.
The old Josh Heupel squirrel look here.
There we go.
Everyone look to the sideline.
Carney and Gilkey in the backfield. It looks like there was a man in motion there, and he's going to take off with it. Carney's going to take off, but they're going to blow that dead, and that should be a false start on the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was a near side wide receiver. That was number 14, Cameron Hemmenbaugh. That left just a little too early. So that's going to push it back another 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 16.
Going to put it back to the 20. And so, yes, that's 3rd and 16 for the Cardinals.
Not too late in the season to learn your math.
That's true. 1 man split to the left, trips to the right.
Now, we saw this a lot last week. Carl Albert running with 3 high safeties, kind of just playing the field and passing everything off.
Carney's going to take the ball and drop back. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to come up the middle, and he's going to get hit right there at the 25. He's going to be down about the 26-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 9, long 9, possibly 10. He's right back to the original line of scrimmage.
I want to say that was number 13, Tayshawn
No,
James.
it's 3rd down. It's not 4th down. But
no,
yes, it is 4th down. And they're going to 2 men to the left, 2 men to the right. Carney's going to drop back. He's also going to do the quick kick, and he's going to kick it out there. And that's Xavier Thomas that's backing up. Peter. They all get away, and the ball is down there at the 36-yard line. So Collinsville comes out and goes basically a 3-and-out with the penalty, and Carl Albert is going to take over with 9 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the first quarter, and they will have the ball at their own 36-yard line.
Good defensive showcase there by the Carl Albert Titans to open up this ball game. It'll be interesting to see how Collinsville is going to counter.
Reed DeQuazy in at quarterback. Kentrell Bazell is backing him up, trips to the right. Lance is down here at the tight end position. DeQuazy's going to keep it around that right side. He's got a blocker. He's across the 40. He pounds down to about the 45-yard line, going to get possibly out to the 47. And that's where they're going to place the ball, and that's 11 yards picked up, 1st and 10 for the Carl Albert Titans.
Just a simple concept there, just a little speed option, letting that quarterback control the run game there. He could have had the option to pitch it if he wanted it, but running back saw the lane, went ahead and got in front as a lead blocker. Allows Reed DeQuazy to pick up the first relatively easily.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. DeQuazy takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself and pound up there. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to pick up about a yard, maybe a yard and a half from the 47 out to the 48-yard line.
Peyton Murphy laying a little bit of a hit there. He's wrapped up by a couple other Cardinals as well.
2nd down and 9 for the Titans at their own 48.
Obviously, Collinsville going tempo there in the first possession. Carl Albert a little bit more methodical in their offense. They want to drain a little bit of clock here, keep Collinsville off the field.
2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. Still Bazell in the backfield. DeQuazy takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. It's an inside screen there to Trey Washington. Picks up maybe a yard, and that's all there is to it.
And if that, he gained about 1.5 feet. That's the true freshman, Trey Washington.
The ball really is no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Titans.
Interesting to see that Kentrell Bazell has not touched the ball yet for this Carl Albert Titan offense.
Good point, Braden.
3rd and 9, obvious passing down, but he's going to line up in the backfield. Would not be surprised to see a draw or just a straight-up handoff here for old 45.
2 men to the left, 1 man wide to the right. Bazell in the backfield. DeQuazy takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got time. He's going to throw long down across the middle. He had a man, but he threw way too far in front, and so that's going to be a 4th down opportunity for the Collinsville Cardinals. And as we talked about in the pregame, it looks like a defensive struggle.
Yeah, and he was pressured. Reed DeQuazy was pressured there by number 44. That's Tristan Cottenham. Got the QB pressure, forcing the errant throw to Trey Washington there. We've got 2 Cardinals back here to receive the kick off of Trey Washington's foot. And that's going to be number 11, Hammond. And I believe that's number 1 or number 7.
I think it's number 7, Seth Kickapoo. Gets the ball back, taken there at the 15-yard line, gets hit immediately and dropped there at the 14. They'll probably give him that out to the 15.
Was number 15. That's Caden Davis, who actually had a punt block to open up the ball game a couple weeks ago to open up the playoffs. I think that was against El Reno.
They're going to place that ball at the 13-yard line. 7 minutes and 32 seconds left here in the first quarter, and the score is tied 0-0.
Caden Davis really showing up these last couple of weeks in the special teams unit, doing a great job getting downfield and wrapping up.
So the Carl Albert Titans have had their first possession. Collinsville's had their first possession. 3 and out for Collinsville and 5 and out, or 4 and out for the Carl Albert Titans.
Again, just another one high safety look here for Carl
5
Albert.
seconds left on the play clock. 2 seconds, 1 second. They're going to reset the play clock now.
Fresh 25.
Carney's going to take the snap. He hands it off there to Gilkey. Gilkey pounds forward, and he goes from the 13 up to the 20-yard line. 7 yards picked up on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 3.
Hit there by number 10, Easton Harless. But I tell you what, Gilkey is a violent runner.
He's
5'11", 205. And once he gets going downhill, good luck.
2 men split to the left. Gilkey in the backfield still, right there with Kearney. Kearney takes the ball, hands it off to Gilkey. Gilkey cuts back to the middle, and he is just pushing and pushing, but that's all she wrote. He's going to pick up about 2 more yards. Is going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Brock Johnson, the last Titan to get up off that pile, so we'll credit him with the stop.
It's a long one. It's about 1.5, really.
Going to go to a power set.
Kearney is in the quarterback position. And there's a jump there on the right tackle, or the right guard for Collinsville. And they're going to move that ball back from the 22 and take it back to the 17-yard line on that penalty. So Collinsville has had 2 penalties this evening. Carl Albert, none. 6 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the first quarter.
2 costly mistakes so far on 3rd down for Collinsville. Obviously, the false start on their opening drive on 3rd and short.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 now. 2 men split to the left, 1 man to the right. Kearney takes the snap. He's going to move out to his left side. He's looking with the possibility to pass, but he's going to keep the run. He's got the 1st down, and he's going to get taken down there at the 27-yard line.
Hit there by Xavier Thomas, number 17. A great open field tackle.
Actually going to give him the 28, 1st and 10. They move quickly. 2 men to the right, 1 man to the left. Kearney's going to hand off to Gilkey. Gilkey gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he falls forward to the 30, just outside the 30. About the 31-yard line.
This is advantage for Collinsville. If they can keep that momentum going, keep this Carl Albert defense moving, as they got some big boys up front.
3 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 7. 2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. Gilkey still in the backfield with Kearney. 1 man in motion across the formation. That's Hammond. Kearney's going to keep it himself right up the middle, and he pounds forward and picks up about 8-9 more yards. He's going to be down there at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Xavier Thomas once again with the tackle.
Hammond is split out to the left. 1 man split to the right. Got an H-back position. Kearney takes the ball. He hands off to Gilkey. Gilkey goes right up the middle, and he gets 5 yards before he even gets touched. He just cuts right through the hole. We talked about that big line. That big line is moving the ball. The ball is going to be at the 45-yard line. 6 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 4.
Chauncey Lester and crew on the stop.
Two men to the right. Got men in motion across the formation. H-back set. Kearney's going to come to his right side. He's going to cut back up the field. He's across the 50, across the 45, down into Titan territory. He's going to land there at the 40-yard line.
Demarion Brown with the stop in the open field.
10 yards picked up on the play, brings up 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals.
Have an official's timeout. Not sure what that's about.
No, they're actually taking the ball off. They're going to bring another ball on, and it makes me wonder if there might have been some blood on the ball. That's really the only reason that you usually move the ball out like that.
Yeah, I don't think Tom Brady's here tonight, so I don't think we have any issues with deflating the ball.
So number 18 actually went off the sidelines. That's Andrew Kearney,
starting quarterback.
The starting quarterback that went off the sidelines, and he was the one that was also carrying the ball. And
I was going to say, quarterback that came in for him does not
he's
have
got
his
his
jersey
shirt
rolled down.
Yeah, okay, now he's coming in. And this is I believe it's number 2, isn't it?
Couldn't get a look at him because he had it rolled up, so yes, it is number 2.
Caden Rush. Rush takes the snap. He hands off to Gilkey. Gilkey cuts up the middle. He's got free room. He's across the 30 and down to about the 26-yard line. So from the 40 to the 26 is 14 yards picked up.
Rush is off Kearney's back end. This is going to be the Gilkey show as he's just gashing this Carl Albert defense so far.
Hammond split wide to the left, 1 man to the right. Kearney is back in. Kearney takes the snap, hands it off to Gilkey. Gilkey gets hit in the backfield this time, and he gets brought down right there at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
He's going to try to open up eventually. More than likely, Collinsville's going to try to open up the passing game through Gilkey and toss it up to number 11, Hammond. And see if they can get a big chunk play towards the end of the second quarter or even just later in the half.
Kearney's in, one man split to the left, one man split to the right. Man in motion right to left across the formation. Kearney takes the ball, and he's cutting up the middle. He's down to the 20, inside the 20, and falls forward down to about the 17-yard line. So that would be 9 yards picked up on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Collinsville Cardinals. This has been just a very smooth drive for the Cardinal.
Very efficient.
Going back to the power set here. Kearney's going to take it, hand it off to Gilkey. Gilkey pushes forward, and they're going to give him right down.
He got it.
I think he got it. Looks like it's at the 16. They only needed a yard.
They give it to him.
And they're going to say it's a 1st down for the Cardinals. So the ball is now at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Collinsville Cardinals. 3 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first quarter.
What this is forcing for Carl Albert is single coverage across the board if they want to go to the air, Collinsville.
Hammond's in motion. Hammond gets the ball on the sweep. He's going to come around this right side. He's going to get hit there at the 15, get drug out of bounds there about the 13-yard line.
Tayshawn James forcing him out there.
3 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 7.
Down to the 13.
Hammond had shown that a couple of times previously in this drive. We're at 12 plays now in the drive. 2 men split to the left, 1 man to the right. Hammond far out to the left. Gilkey still in the backfield. Kearney takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle. He's across the 5, down to the 2. 1st and goal for the Cardinals at the 2-yard line. And they're just going to move some people in. And they're going to go quick here again. They're going with the power set. Got their H-backs to the right side. Kearney takes the ball. He just waits and patiently steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Collinsville Cardinals.
It's their version of the Trojan horse, which is what we'll see when Carl Albert takes the field at some point. And we do have a down Cardinal in the end zone.
That was a 5-minute drive, about 5 minutes and 10 seconds, actually. And that was a 2-yard touchdown there by Kearney. We're going to take a break with you, and we'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rates starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
We're back with you here on your Oklahoma Sports Network. And we've just had a Collinsville Cardinal player who is being helped off the field there after that touchdown run. That was a 5-minute and 10-second drive, taking up 14 plays, and capped off there by a 2-yard run by Andrew Kearney. And that's what I think a lot of teams have seen this year out of this Cardinal offense. So here we are for the point after try.
That's Anthony Blau on the kick.
Ball is down, kick is up, and it is no good. And so Collinsville now takes the lead over Carl Albert 6-0 with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hudiburg, the dealership Oklahomans can count on.
Why can you count on them?
Because they give their customers more. Oklahoma is growing, and Hudiburg is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles.
Hudiburg, 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 Hudiburg. Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudiburg is still here.
You can count on Hudiburg. We'll give you more.
Hudiburg.com.
You can count on Hudiburg, we'll give you more.
Here's our target. We'll shoot an azimuth and head out.
Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between.
And the Collinsville Cardinals kickoff there is going to be taken there by Xavier Thomas at the 15-yard line. He's up across the 20, out to the 25. He's going to be brought down there at the 30-yard line. So Carl Albert will have its second possession of the evening, 1st and 10, beginning at the 30-yard line with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the first quarter. Well, Braden, that's a 5-minute drive. You've got to expect to have a little better defense than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Up the middle for Carl Albert especially. I mean, they're able to let those cornerbacks get off their blocks pretty easily and allow them to get downfield to make the stops on the outside. But up the middle, the linebackers and the nose tackle got to do a better job for the Titans.
2 men to the left. DeQuasy's going to drop back. He's going to pass it right out here to number 13. He's got some free running room. He's across the 50 and has dropped down there at the 49-yard line.
Tayshawn James.
Tayshawn James with the reception.
Oscar Hammond on the open field tackle, saving the 6.
He's going to take it into the Cardinal territory there at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Titans. Yeah, Hammond plays both ways, and he's basically playing free safety for Collinsville. Trips to the right this time. Kentrell Bazell is in. DeQuasy's going to keep the ball. He's going to run it left across the line. He's going to fall forward up to about the 43-yard line. So 6 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd down and 4.
So far it seems like Kentrell Bazell's being used as a decoy.
Yeah, as much as anything.
He's yet to touch the ball, rush the ball, and using him as a lead blocker, kind of setting the offense through him still, but just not able to get him the ball so far.
Xavier Thomas is at the top of your screen. Looks like Washington is at the bottom of your screen. He takes the ball. He's going to keep it himself, and he's just going to push forward through. He's going to get enough for the first down right at the marker at the 39-yard line. He needed 4. He got 4. 1st and 10 for the Titans.
Well, not really necessary to hand it off to 45 when
the
quarterback's able to pick up 4 or 5 yards in a cloud of dust every time.
Isaiah Reed comes out of the ball game. Tayshawn James goes back in the ball game. 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cardinals leading 6-0. Trips to the left. DeQuasy's going to keep the ball this time. He cuts up in the middle right there off of the end, and he's going to go from the 39-yard line down to about the 37-yard line. 2 yards picked up.
He gets hit hard by number 11. Once again, Oscar Hammond on the tackle.
So 2nd down and 8.
Carl Albert's not trying to hide anything so far.
No.
I mean, on that last run, it was a designed quarterback run. He tucked it immediately.
DeQuasy's going to throw it back out here. He was intended for Trey Washington, just went right through his hands there. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Seth Kickapoo in coverage. 3rd and 8. I think this is 4-down territory, depending on what you pick up here. Actually, regardless of what you pick up here. Not really giving up too much of the field if you do not get it.
It looks like they're 11 minutes and 11.9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trips to the right. This will be the last play of the first quarter. And looks like they're going to bring the house this time. This time it is handed off. He's going to go left. He's across the 30, inside the 20. He gets hit there, and he's knocked down at the 15-yard line. That was Kentrell Bazell. And he goes from the 37 down to the 15.
Brought down by number 23, Zach Stein, and number 43, Blake Gilkey. And that's going to do it for the first quarter.
That'll do it for the first quarter. We are in the red zone. And we'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
starting.
Moving in.
All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR.
Finals, baby. You know I got this.
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, which is also on Facebook Live this evening. We'd like to welcome our NFHS members. The Carl Albert Titans have moved the ball now 6 plays and gone from the 30-yard line in their own territory down to the 15-yard line, and so 60 yards. And we are in the red zone. The red zone is brought to you by Midwest City Auto Group, 8920 Southeast 29th, Midwest City, Oklahoma. So the Titans are trips to the right. Kentrell Bazell is still in the backfield with Reed DeQuazy. Looks like a piece there. Bazell's going to keep the ball. He moves to the middle, has nothing there. Is just going to move forward. Going to pick up about 2 yards from the 15 down to the 13-yard line.
Once again, Oscar Hammond. He seems like a ball hog tonight so far.
Yep.
Calling his name a lot. He's the main man on that tackle.
2 yards picked up on the play brings up 2nd and 8 from the 13-yard line. And Hammond's actually doing that. He's coming in from the free safety position to when he sees it's a run, he just absolutely crashes downhill.
Be interesting to see if later in the game that opens up that passing attempt right down the middle of the field. You can get a seam route on that weak side.
Trips to the left. It's going to be a handoff to the right side. This is Bazell. He's across the 10, across the 5. He cuts up, in for the touchdown, Carl Albert.
Seth Kickapoo able to get a hit on him, but too late as he trots in. He had numbers on that entire side. Great job by that Carl Albert offensive front, getting downfield and getting outside and securing that block. Allows Kentrell Bazell to trot in. And it gives Jacob Eddy, number 27, a chance to take the lead for the Titans.
Xavier Thomas is the holder. Eddy is the kicker. That was a 70-yard drive that time, matching an 87-yard drive that the Collinsville Cardinals just put on. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And so now the score is 6 for Collinsville, 7 for the Titans. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Football Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
We're back with you here at the semifinal at the Western Heights Stadium, where the Carl Albert Titans have just gone on top 7-6 over the Collinsville Cardinals. That was an 8-play drive taking up right at 3 minutes. 70 yards capped off there by a 13-yard run by Buddy Bazell for the touchdown. Blake Gilkey is back deep for the Collinsville Cardinals. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be taken there by number 23. He's going to catch it there at the 35, and he just runs forward.
Zach Stein on the return.
They've watched that on film, I'm pretty sure, because Carl Albert's been doing that quite a bit. The ball's going to be placed at the 42-yard line.
And Spiewak does have the leg to be able to kick it deep. I don't think he has the accuracy to keep it inside the field of play.
11 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the second quarter. Your second quarter sponsor is Ben Osinga, Allstate Insurance. For your life and home insurance needs, call Ben at 405-733-4400. 2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. That's Hammond at the top of your screen. Carney takes the ball. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle. He's just a patient runner. He just looks for some spots. They're going to give him 3 to 4 yards every time because that line is actually moving that far. So it goes from the 42 up to the 47-yard line. 5 yards picked up on the play, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for Kearney right now. As Brock Johnson seems like he's the only guy bringing him down so far, number 54 for the Titans.
They actually moved that ball to the 48, so it's going to be 2nd and 4.
It's going to be a heavy dose of Kearney and Gilkey tonight.
Kearney takes the ball. He hands off to Gilkey this time. Gilkey right up the middle, and nobody's there. He's across the 30 to the 25 to the 20. He gets knocked out of bounds there at about the 16-yard line. Looks like they're going to place it at the 15.
Tayshawn James on the force out.
37 yards picked up on the run. 1st and 10, and they're moving quickly. One man to the left, one man to the right. Gilkey's in the backfield. Kearney takes the ball, hands it off again. Gilkey right up the middle. 10, 5, touchdown, Collinsville.
Collinsville just gashing that front 5 for the Titans. Moving the nose guard out of the way, moving the defensive tackles out of the way. And by the time the runners get up to the 2nd level, it's go time. No angle of attack for these linebackers for Carl Albert so far tonight. Unable to pin down Gilkey or Kearney. As on to kick is number 25, that's Anthony Blau.
And the ball is down, the kick is up, and this time it is good. And so the Collinsville Cardinals go back on top, 13-7. We'll be back with you here on the Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rate starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
We're back with you here on the Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. That was a 3-play drive and only took 52 seconds to go 58 yards, and 53 of that was from Andrew Gilkey. 5 yards made up there by Kearney. And Gilkey takes it in from 15 yards out on a little touchdown scamper. And we are set now to have another kickoff. This is the 2nd quarter. 10 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the half. Cardinals leading 13-7 over the Titans. Ball is going to be kicked deep. Xavier Thomas is going to take it there about his 13-yard line. He moves to the right side. He's going to get hit there at about the 18-yard line, and that's all she wrote.
It was atrocious blocking by Carl Albert. Just an absolute refusal to hit anybody.
10 minutes and 12 seconds. And the ball is going to be placed there at the 19-yard line.
Well, we told you it's going to be a defensive battle.
Yeah.
We told you it was going to be a high-scoring.
And you said it was going to be a high-scoring battle, too. That's right.
They can be both.
I mean, defensive high-scoring battle. So,
obviously stops on the opening drives by both teams. And now the gloves are off.
Kentrell Bazel's in the backfield. Reed DeQuazy is going to take the snap. He's going to act like he's going to throw. He's going to pitch it long out there. And it's a catch there, I believe. Was that Demarion Brown? Or is that
17.
Trey Washington?
It was neither. It's 17. Xavier Thomas hauling that one in.
That is Xavier Thomas. Beautiful catch. Goes from the 19 all the way out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Titans.
Good route running there by 1-7. With a little sluggo. Fakes the slant about 5 yards, and then the pump fake by DeQuazy gives the defense a second to overthink and gives Xavier Thomas a second just to get over the top and get that extra step. And a great ball by DeQuazy once again.
Xavier Robinson's in the backfield this time. Handoff to Robinson, and he gets hit right there at the line of scrimmage. There was a timeout called there by Carl Albert, I believe. And so we're going to take a timeout with you. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
Hudiburg, the dealership Oklahomans can count on.
Why can you count on them? Because they give their customers more.
Oklahoma is growing, and Hudiburg is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles.
Hudiburg, 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 Hudiburg. Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudiburg is still here.
You can count on Hudiburg. We'll give you more.
Hudiburg.com.
You can count on Hudiburg, we'll give you more.
Here's our target. We'll shoot an azimuth and head out. Rolling. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Carl Albert Titans have taken their first time out of the half with 9 minutes and 48 seconds left to go, trailing the Collinsville Cardinal 13-7. Xavier Robinson is in the backfield, trips to the right. Reed DeQuazy in at quarterback. DeQuazy takes the snap. He's going to move to his right. Pitch over here to Robinson. Robinson cuts up the field. He gets across the 50, pounds down inside the Collinsville Cardinal territory down to about the 48-yard line. That's a 9-yard pickup and is going to bring up second down and 1. They break the huddle there. Two men to the left. Robinson still in. Actually, it's Bazell this time. Bazell leans forward, and Reed DeQuazy kept the ball running right behind Kentrell Bazell, and he's going to knock down to about the 38-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Titans. We've got several people that are out there listening to us this evening that didn't decide to come out here, and so just want to remember those people. If you want to text in or call in, we're here. Trips to the left. DeQuazy's going to keep the ball and go to his left side. He's going to cut back there, right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe pick up 1 yard on the play.
Got to answer here if you're Carl Albert.
Yeah, you really do. You can't get behind. The ball's going to be placed there at the 37-yard line, and that's going to bring up second down and 9.
Isaiah Reed, Kentrell Bazell trotting on for the Titans. Isaiah Reed's going to be setting up at the tight end spot. They like to run to him as Mason Lance, 82, is the weak side tight end. Actually, they're going to flip it here.
They're going to flip it. Two men to the right. Bazell is in the backfield, and DeQuazy's going to come back. He's going to throw back to Bazell. Bazell's wide open, gets hit hard there as soon as he catches the ball, but he picks up 10 yards, and that's enough for a Titan first down to the 27-yard line.
Seth Kickapoo with the hard leg there. Great job by Collinsville of keeping everything in front of him. Yeah, you gave up the first down, but that could have been a lot worse as it comes from the very, very weak side of that defense. Everyone rolling right. That defense wants to roll right, throwing back against the grain. Just a great job by Seth Kickapoo to keep it there.
Two men to the right. Bazell still in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Bazell. He cuts up the middle. He's going to get back to about the 20 down. He's going to go past the 20-yard line down to the 19-yard line. That's 7 yards picked up. That's going to bring up second down and 3. And we are in the red zone. Midwest City Auto Group, 8920 Southeast 29th, Midwest City, Oklahoma. Top quality vehicles, best available finance options, and a dealer that you can trust.
Oscar Hammond once again on the tackle on that last play.
Second down and a long 2 here at the 19-yard line. Xavier Robinson is in, trips to the right. DeQuazy takes the snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson's got blockers. He's across the 15. He's going to pound his way down to about the 10-yard line. So from the 19 to the 10 is a 9-yard pickup and a first down for the Titans.
It'll be first and goal, and Collinsville actually sent a blitz on that last play, and they got burned. That's why you can't do that against Bazell and company. And really, you can't do that against Gilkey and company either, because they'll make you pay. If you send a guy from that second or third level and they're in the backfield and the play's going the opposite way, you're going to have a hard time getting that ball carrier down.
They're going to say his knee was down, and so they placed the ball at the 11-yard line, so you can still pick up a first down. 2 men to the left, 1 man split to the right. Robinson's in the backfield. Hand off to Robinson across the right side. He's going to try to make it to the outside. He cuts in at the 10. He goes to the 5, and he's down there at about the 2.
Couple of flags. Look like we're going to have a
holding against the Carl Albert Titans. That's the first penalty against the Titans this evening, and it's big at this juncture of the game.
Very big penalty there. Luckily for the Titans, they still can pick up a first.
But that's going to move the ball back to about the, if it's a spot foul, it's going to go to about the 23 is where that flag was laid. So it'll be first down and 22 at the 23-yard line.
Fortunately for both teams, I have not seen Sean Hockley or his crew here tonight. So should be less than 28 penalties called.
Right. Yeah, they got a lot over that, didn't they, yesterday? That was crazy. 2 men to the right, 1 man to the left, 4 seconds on the play clock. They pull it back. DeQuasy's going to throw it to the end zone. He's got a man. It's just out of the reach, and no call there, and so it's going to be second down and 22 at the 23.
It was Tayshawn James, the intended target. Seth Kickapoo in coverage. Both played it very, very cleanly.
Isaiah Reed and Kentrell Bazell come back in the game.
It's going to be heavy set. Probably a double tight end look for the Titans. And if you get behind the chains and you're Carl Albert, you don't really have to worry. I mean, you have a really solid running game. DeQuasy can run. Kentrell Bazell is very well known for his running abilities.
DeQuasy takes a snap. He's going to move to the left. He fakes the reverse. He's going to come across. He's going to get inside the 20 again, down to the 17-yard line. So 6 yards picked up on the play. It's going to bring up third down and 15 at the, actually third down and 16 at the 17.
If that ball ended up going to Xavier Thomas on that reverse, I think he would have walked in completely untouched.
So third down and long. 5 minutes left here in the half. 2 men to the right. We've got a double back set, 1 man to the left. Man in motion right to left. Going to hand off there to Xavier. He's going to throw it across the middle. Man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. That goes to Demarion Brown, doesn't it?
Yes, but there is a flag down here at the 33. Let's see if this is an ineligible man downfield or what. But this is something you cannot do. The Titans cannot keep shooting themselves in the foot and getting behind the chains.
Going to see what he has to say here. They are going to move the ball backward.
Yeah, we've got some explanations here to Coach Dunn. He's not too happy about it. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift. So it'll be third down again. The ball is going to be placed there at the 22-yard line. And the worst part about that is you've given up a play and you've let them see it now.
Yeah, you've given up a play and you're taking points off the board.
Right. So the ball's at the 22-yard line. Third down and 21 to go.
This is going to be an empty set. Chris Robinson's going to be back there, but
Xavier Robinson. Trips to the left, 1 man to the right.
Watch Trey Washington in the slot on the far side.
Going to drop back to pass. He's going to toss it up over to the right side, and he's got a man there. He got bumped into, but the ball was actually thrown a little bit over and out, and so that's going to bring up fourth down.
Quincy Hopkins, the intended receiver on the play. And, yeah, they're going to go. They're going into the wind. Jacob Eddy's kind of still tussling that leg out.
Yeah, that would be about a 39-yard field goal for Eddy. And so that's a little bit far into the wind. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left here.
This is also kind of trusting your defense.
Yep. Well, you can't get behind by too many because it's hard to make it up. 2 men split to the left, 2 men split to the right.
Timeout, Carl Albert.
And Carl Albert's going to take their second timeout of this drive. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on the Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need a flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby. You know I got this.
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, carrying with NFHS this evening and Facebook Live. So we hope that you're enjoying the broadcast as we have this matchup of 5A powerhouses, Collinsville and Carl Albert. It is 4th and 21 at the 22-yard line. 2 men split to the left, 1 to the right. DeQuasi drops back to pass. He's going to keep it himself and go right up the middle. He's going to get across the 15 to the 10. He's going to get down to about the 8-yard line, maybe the 7, and that's going to be the turnover on downs there at the 7-yard line.
DeQuasi, obviously his first 2 reads were to the left, but if he looked right, Trey Washington was wide open just outside the numbers and could have made it a little bit closer than what Reed did there after he tucked it and ran.
So Carl Albert comes up empty on that drive, and the ball is at the 7-yard line, and Collinsville has 4 minutes and 10 seconds. The last drive they had actually went 58 yards in 52 seconds, and so here they are again.
And they've also had a 5-minute drive, so they were able to do both.
Stacks to the left, 2 guys, 1 to the right, 1 in motion. Hammond is going to move in motion. Carney's going to keep it himself, and he's going to fall forward up to about the 13-yard line. That's 6 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 4.
Carl Albert has no answer for anything up the middle right now.
They're just going to keep it moving. Got a flag on the play. And from where that came from, it looked like a Carl Albert Titan may have said something, which is totally inappropriate. They're pulling back. Pulling back number 28, Isaiah Reed. I'm not sure.
Obviously, we don't know what was said.
No.
Obviously, something enough to cause a flag. He's going to get a good lecture on the sideline. You can't be doing that in the playoffs, especially.
No.
You can't be hurting your team, giving up free yards.
And that gets you out of the back area there, because that goes from the 13 out to the 28 with that penalty, and gives you the first down and 10. Well, you don't need to lose your head in a game like this. So that's.
I mean, we talked about it pregame.
That's right.
These teams have history. You got to play a clean game if you're going to come out of here with the W. Heavy set for Collinsville here.
Stacks to the left. Hammond in motion, left or right across the formation. Carney tries to draw off sides. He gets 2 men to jump, but nobody is in the neutral zone. They look to the side. Hammond is now split out to the right. Gilkey's in the backfield. Carney's going to drop back to pass this time. He's going to pitch it out there to Hammond. He's going to throw it deep, but a little overthrown there and a little inside to Hammond. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10, the ball at the 28.
E.J. Taylor, I guess we'll say he was in coverage. He got beat by about 10 steps. Oscar Hammond just clean off the line. What a clean route running there. E.J. Taylor left in the dust.
3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the half. Hammond still at the top of your screen, 1 man to the bottom. Carney's going to keep it himself right up the middle. He cuts to the right. He's got open run. He's across the 50 down to the 45, and he just steps out of bounds there at about the 40.
Coming back, we got a block in the back.
3-yard line. There is a flag back here at the 38.
It's going to be a spot foul. It's blocking the back is what I saw.
They're going to pick that flag up, and it is a first down at the 44-yard line in Titan territory. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. 1st and 10. Now there's a flag on the opposite side of the field, and it may just be a sideline warning. I'm not sure. That's exactly what it is. It's a sideline warning against the Collinsville Cardinal. So 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line in Titan territory. Hammond is split out wide to the right, 2 men to the left. Gilkey is in the backfield with Carney. They're looking to the side at this point.
Just passing the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. All 3 timeouts for Collinsville, 1 for Carl Albert.
He takes the ball. He's going to drop back, and he's going to take it up the middle. He gets hit hard. He's going to get loss of 1 yard on the play back to the 45.
Big Santino Sonny.
Going to be second down and 11 for the Collinsville Cardinals.
Yeah, Santino Campbell gets him by the shoelaces there and able to drop him for a small loss.
When Carney drops back to pass, he just freezes those linebackers, which gives him about 5 yards as soon as he can break through the line. 2 men to the left. Ball is hit low, given it to Gilkey. Gilkey gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to pick up 2 yards out to about the 43-yard line.
Charles
from
Fleming
the 45. Yeah. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Cardinal.
And those last 2 names I just named off for the Titans, that's who's going to be responsible for stopping the run game. It's going to be Santino Campbell up the middle, Charles Fleming on the strong side.
We just went under 2 minutes in the half. 1 man split to the right, 2 men to the left. That's Hammond at the top of your screen. 1 minute and 49 seconds left. Carney's been all the way. He's going to pull over here to the left. He's going to look like he's going to pass, but he's just going to pick up and off to the races there around that left side down to about the 33-yard line, and that's enough for a Cardinal first down.
Carl Albert just looks lost on defense.
He gets out of bounds, which stops the clock at 1 minute and 36 seconds. 1st and 10 for the Cardinal.
Tessa, what are you seeing down there?
Right now here on the sideline, emotions are pretty high here for the Titans as they're trying to fight back. You guys have said it all night, but this is really a defensive fight, believe it or not. You know, I think it's just a matter of who's going to be able to answer the call each drive.
All right. Thanks. 2 men to the right, 1 man to the left. This is Hammond out here. Carney's going to drop back to pass. He's got Hammond out there in the open. He reaches out for it, just overthrows him in the end zone, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 at the 33-yard line with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the half.
Everything's been there so far for Collinsville. I mean, if Carney can just put the right amount of juice on the throws, Hammond's been running free.
He has been running.
Great releases off the line, but, I mean, Carl Albert's just getting torched on this back end.
1 minute and 30 seconds left. Hammond is top of your screen out there with one other player. H-back is on the right side. Carney's going to keep the ball this time and just cut him up himself. A man almost reached out to have him at the line. He falls forward for about 4 yards on the play, down to the 29-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. 1 minute and 15 and counting here in the half. 2 men to the right, 1 man to the left. That's Hammond at the top of your screen. Gilkey's been in the backfield with Carney. Man in motion right to left across the formation. Carney's going to keep it himself and just bunches in there. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage and falls maybe forward for another yard to the 28-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Collinsville's going to take a quick timeout, looks like here.
They're going to run this clock down to the 40 38.7 seconds left here.
Might have to put a couple more back on. It ran for about a good
3-4
seconds.
It was about 42 when I first looked up. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Collinsville Cardinals are leading 13-7. 38.7 seconds left here in the half. And they have the ball at the Titan 28-yard line. 4th down and 7. And, you've got to take a shot. I mean, there's no reason not to.
Absolutely. I mean, you have plenty of time left, 38 seconds left. Looks like they're not going to be able to put those extra 3-4 seconds on the clock, but even still, you got 2 timeouts left. I mean, Hammond has had his way with the secondary. They're leaving him in single coverage for some reason, and he's torching whoever's out there in single-man coverage.
Hammond is split wide to the right. Actually, no, he's in the slot position now.
Slot. And he's the main man. When the ball's in the air, he has over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. So he's the main man for this.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Carney is going to take the snap, and they look at the defense, and Collinsville takes another timeout, so we're going to take another timeout with you. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rates starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, and we hope that you are enjoying this presentation. For those of you that are out there, just want to remind you, we've had several people that have called in and texted in, and so hello to all of our people that are out there this evening watching. Carney's got the ball. He fumbles it behind him. The ball is down. Carl Albert Titans fall on it, but it looks like Carney may have fought back for it. We're going to see what the man in the white hat says.
That's Brock
Carl
Johnson.
Albert ball with 33.4 seconds. Brock Johnson falls on that ball.
Fighting through his block all the way, never giving up on the play. He smelled leather on the turf, and he got it.
Just a bad snap there. It was at the feet of Carney, and he could not seem to get his hands on it after it was down. And so Carl Albert has the ball.
Brock looks like he bench presses about 430, so good luck gripping the ball out of his hands.
33.4 seconds left, and the ball is at the 40-yard line. 2 men to the left, 2 to the right. Going to be a Kentrell Bazell run, and he gets up to the 46. So 6 yards picked up on the play, and Carl Albert calls their final timeout of the half.
We'll stick with you through this one.
Yeah, Carl Albert calls their final timeout of the half, and that may be exactly what they needed to be able to hold this up.
Well, to at least keep it a one-possession game.
Exactly,
I mean,
you got to keep it.
Collinsville has been able to get through this front 5, front 7 for the Carl Albert Titans. It's something that they haven't seen all year. The way Gilkey and Carney have been able to just run up the middle pretty much untouched for about the first 4 or 5 yards is something that's going to need to be adjusted here at halftime. And hopefully the defensive coaches can get down a little early after that turnover and I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to call a game. So, you know, it's going to be some interesting adjustments made here towards halftime, and hopefully Coach Dunn and his offensive staff can at least get some momentum here. Obviously, they've had the one scoring drive, but really just haven't done much offensively.
That's exactly right. So we're back with you, and the ball is at the 47-yard line. And you've got to wonder, with 23 seconds left, you know, you can piddle around a little bit. You have no timeouts left.
You got about 3 plays.
But, you've got 3 plays if you run them well. Trips to the left, one man to the right. Kentrell Bazell is in the backfield. DeQuazy is going to take the snap. He's going to move off to his left to get ready to pass. He passes out there short, and that's going to kill the clock there with 19 seconds left. The ball is at the 47-yard line. Third, and a long 3. You have to throw it out of bounds or get to the out-of-bounds marker.
Yeah, that was Tayshawn James, the intended receiver, there on that little 5-yard out route. But that seam is there, and that seam is ready to be attacked. Let's see if Trey Washington on the near side of your screen will be able to do so.
2 men to the left, 2 men to the right. DeQuazy takes the snap. This time he hands off there to Bazell. Bazell's got the first down. That should stop the clock with 14.7 seconds. They need to get back into position and get ready because the clock will start.
I think you clock it here.
The ball's at the 46-yard line in Collinsville territory. He throws the ball down, and that stops the clock with 11.1 seconds.
Nobody on the left side of the ball was set when that ball was snapped.
That's going to be illegal procedure there on the Titans. Is going to move the ball back to the 49-yard line in Titan territory. So it's 1st and 15 from the 49. Now you've got kind of a Hail Mary.
Yeah, and Collinsville's been playing prevent pretty much this entire drive. So got four guys about 10, 15 yards off the ball.
Trey Washington and Xavier Thomas at the top of your screen.
Those are your 2 main targets. Trey Washington, 6'4".
DeQuazy takes the snap. He hands it off there to Bazell. Bazell's going to get across the 40. He's got some running room down to the 30, and that's going to that's going to stop the clock with about 4 seconds left.
Collinsville should get called for a delay of game. They're messing with the ball.
And they're going to stop the clock there. The clock ran. The clock really has been running quite a bit after the play is over, but there's 2.7 seconds left here, and the ball is at the 30-yard line where it's 2nd and 10 for the Titans.
You know, if they're giving it to you, just hand it off to Bazell again. He's been getting you 20 yards at a time, it seems like.
Yeah, it's going to get a little tighter, though, down here now.
You got 5 guys standing at the 10.
Yeah, 2 men to the left, 2 men to the right. Bazell is in the backfield.
Going to try to jam these slot guys.
DeQuazy takes the ball. He drops back to pass. It's going to be a toss into the end zone, and it's a touchdown! Carl Albert! An incredible job in between 2 men, and that was, I believe, Trey Washington, who reached up there, took it down, fell into the end zone. Touchdown, Carl Albert.
That's the guy you got to throw it to. Great job by Trey Washington of getting ready for basketball season coming up.
No time left on the clock, no flags on the play. Jacob Eddy is in for the point after try.
DeQuazy just able to get it through this Oklahoma wind to the front end of the end zone. Trey Washington with the old D-hop, hauling it in for 6.
Xavier Thomas is the holder. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And so the Carl Albert Titans now go into halftime with a 1-point lead, 14-13 over the Collinsville Cardinals. It's an exciting half. Tessa, what do you think down there?
It's a lot of craziness right here on the sideline right now.
All right.
I'm trying to find Coach Dunn.
He's walking right at you right this minute.
Coach Dunn, can I grab you real quick? Yeah, so I'm here with Coach Dunn here on the sideline. Coach Dunn, just right off of that play right there, as you see Reed throw that ball into the end zone, what's going through your mind?
Well, when you got guys like we do out there that are, you know, you got a chance anytime you get that close, just throwing it up and you know, we trust our guys to go make plays, and Trey Washington, pretty phenomenal football player for a freshman.
Thank you very much, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right. Great job there, and he's absolutely right. You know, Trey Washington's got a long time to be ahead of him, and he's just a pretty incredible young man. So touchdown there by the Titans with no time left on the clock. They go up 14-13 over Collinsville. Collinsville hasn't been played this tight all year.
No, they haven't, and that was an absolute momentum killer at the end of the half as there's no time remaining. Carl Albert down pretty much for the entire first half, and then all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard, you're down a point. It's going to change some things. It's going to change the attitude of that locker room here at halftime for sure for both teams.
All right. We're going to be back with you here in just a few moments. We'll give you a little bit of a halftime recovery, and we'll be back with you here on your Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hudiburn, the dealership Oklahomans can count on. Why can you count on them? Because they give their customers more. Oklahoma is growing, and Hudiburn is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles. Hudiburn, 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 Hudiburn. Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudiburn is still here. You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more. Hudiburn.com.
You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more.
Here's our target. We're shooting azimuth and head out.
Rolling. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby. You know I got this.
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rate starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
Hudiburn, the dealership Oklahomans can count on. Why can you count on them? Because they give their customers more. Oklahoma is growing, and Hudiburn is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles. Hudiburn, 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 Hudiburn. Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudiburn is still here. You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more. Hudiburn.com.
You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more.
Welcome back to the NFHS broadcast of the Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Carl Albert Titans and the Collinsville Cardinals are just separated by a point here at halftime. The Titans lead the Cardinals 14-13 thanks to a last-second Hail Mary to end the second half. That was DeQuazy to Trey Washington for about 30 yards right as time expired at the half. So that's where we stand here. And on the other side of the bracket, McAllister and Lawton MacArthur. Looks like McAllister's taking care of business. 21-0 they lead that game also at the half. This is Braden Conover with you for your walk through the state. We're going to move on down to 4A as both 6A 1 and 2 are on the bye week ahead of their championship games next week at UCO. So Tuttle hosting Podo, the top two teams in 4A. The Tuttle Tigers up against Podo 21-14 at the half. And then on the other side of the bracket, Elk City traveling to Clinton tonight. Or excuse me, these are all neutral site games, so I'm not sure where this is being played. But Clinton's the home team tonight. They're the number 3 team in 4A. And Clinton is up by a field goal on Elk City, 10-7 at the half. Moving on down to 3A now, where we have Lincoln Christian and Heritage Hall. It mirrors the game you're seeing here tonight. Lincoln Christian, number 1 in 3A. Heritage Hall, number 2 in 3A. Heritage Hall leading by a point, 14-13 at the half. And then actually 3A taking a couple notes out of the 5A book as Holland Hall and Verdigris are getting it on. And Holland Hall, the number 3 team, Verdigris, the number 4 team. Holland Hall 21-0 at the half. That completely mirrors what we're seeing here in 5A. Moving on down to 2A where we have, I think this is quarterfinal games tonight. And Marlow, the number 2 team, traveling to Cassia Hall, where Marlow is up 24-7 at the half. Beggs hosting Crossings Christian. Beggs is up 28-0 at the half. Eufaula up 24-7 on OCS. And then you got Rejoice Christian at Washington tonight, where it is 35-21. Moving on down to Class A now. We're just going to go run through all of them since there's not that many games this week. Ringling at Pawnee. Pawnee beating the number 1 ranked Ringling Demons 20-14 at the half. Pawhuska at Elmore City Purnell, and Pawhuska taking care of business 40-0 at the half. Woodland at Cashion. Cashion up 21-8. Cashion's the 3rd ranked team in Class A. And you got Morrison at Tonkawa tonight. Morrison up 6-0. That game's in the second quarter. Class B tonight, as we got Dewar at Sealing. Dewar up 18-14 in that one. The Fighting Gary Englands are losing. That's a shame to see. Summit Christian at Laverne. Laverne absolutely running shop, 68-3 over Summit Christian. And that game's still in the second quarter with about 6 minutes remaining there. Davenport at Balco Forgan. Balco Forgan up 44-12 with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And then Shattuck is up 22-6 on Pioneer Pleasantville. Moving down to Class C now, as Winoka at Mountain View Godebo. And Mountain View Godebo is the number 1 ranked team in Class C. Winoka the 5th ranked team in Class C. And Mountain View Godebo taking care of business 34-2 at the half. And the 2 and 3 ranked teams in Class C is Timberlake's 2. They're 12-0 on the year. Tyron at 7-1. And Timberlake is up 32-14. That game's still being reported in the second quarter. And that's going to do it for your complete walk around the state. I think that's the first time we've ever done that, Kirk, as not that many games tonight as we're nearing the end of the 2021 high school football season. Got to get some ears on. We're going to call it audible. How about that?
That's right. I was actually sitting here trying to put together all of the yardage for this first half, and it's actually fairly impressive. And
I noticed you have your socks off, and it really smells in here as you're trying to add all this up.
It's hard to add. So I will go ahead and do that.
Break out the calculator.
Yeah, you're exactly right, though. I mean, you're down to that place. You're down to that place in the year when you can actually go through the games that are left and see
all the
and see.
man.
That's right, and see what's going on.
Oh man,
it's interesting. On the other side, we're seeing McAllister take care of Lawton MacArthur, and this is a game that I think a lot of people were, honestly. Like we said before the game started, I really believe that the state championship game is right here tonight, and it's playing out that way. This is a hard fought battle, and now we have to see. You have to look at the coaching staffs, the coaching staff from Collinsville and the coaching staff here from Carl Albert, and they're going to have to decide. Okay, what do we do, and how do we attack this, and how do we stop what they're doing, and how do they stop what we're doing, and all of that begins to come into play now. So
Carl Albert led for exactly 0 seconds in that first half and somehow have the lead.
Exactly.
So, there's got to be a lot of adjustments within that locker room alone as, Collinsville doing what they've done all year and running their quarterback, running their running backs, and running them effectively. I mean, they're not even getting touched for the first 3, 4, 5 yards.
Right.
And when they do, give credit to Carl Albert, they are getting them down when they need to be.
Exactly.
It's really first contact, but they're just not getting hit quick enough.
Right.
But for Collinsville, just keep doing what you're doing. There's no real reason to go away from it because it is working offensively. Defensively, that half got away from you, but there's really no reason to defer from what you're doing on that side of the ball either. I really think Collinsville's playing the more complete game. The Titans have shot themselves in the foot multiple times. I mean, they were pretty much a first and goal. They were on the 11.
Exactly.
And could have picked up a first down, and then they end up, third and 28?
Well, yeah, it was third and 23 at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you're automatically taking points off the board. You're getting yourself so far behind the chain that's not even giving yourself a chance. So
yeah. Interestingly enough, now these are not exact. I mean, somebody will have exact numbers, but right now I have Collinsville with 200 yards in offense, and I have Carl Albert with 216 yards in offense, and that's basically because of the fumble. There's one mistake that has happened, and one main mistake that has happened where the ball is turned over, given the possession back, and now you have Carl Albert with that opportunity there at the very end just to throw one up and see what happens.
And that was one of our keys to the game for Carl Albert was you have to be ahead in the turnover differential.
That's
and
exactly
so far,
right.
They're +1, I believe, if not even. So I don't remember Carl Albert turning the ball over, but they're +1 and they took advantage of it right there. I mean, you really didn't think they had enough time to, but Kentrell Bazell able to get some touches. Hasn't really touched the ball much in the first half.
No, not really. He had some great runs here right at the end.
Yeah, when he did, it mattered.
Right.
And he did what needed to be done, picking up large chunk gains for the Titans and able to set up that Hail Mary from the 30. So,
and this is a time, and we talked about it. They did not have to resort to a pass in their previous game. This is a time now. I think he's thrown 3 passes, and they've been, and I'm talking about.
Reed DeQuazy?
I'm talking about Kearney.
Yeah.
He's thrown 3 passes. He's overthrown Hammond twice that I can remember.
And those both would have been for 6.
That's exactly right, because he was open. I mean, he was wide open and running down the road. So, there's a lot of things going on here, a lot of gamesmanship being played, and we've got about another 6 minutes before we come back from the half and start to get ready, so 10 minutes in all. And so this is an exciting game. 14-13, Carl Albert leads the Collinsville Cardinal here at the half with a very evenly matched set of game going on. So,
right. And I was wrong. Carl Albert was actually up 7-6 for a little bit there, but it did feel like they were down.
right.
For a majority of that half, it was just such a hard fought first quarter, second quarter there that Carl Albert really just didn't have any momentum until the very last minute.
Right. Well, I do want to give some shout-outs this evening. Amy Lanahan, who is a teacher at Jones High School, and she is watching at home. She taught at Carl Albert and then went to Texas for a few years and is back, and we're glad to have her watching this evening. Tessa will appreciate that. Tessa graduated from Jones High School, so our sideline reporter. Kelly Essery, who is our athletic director's administrative assistant over at Carl Albert. She's got a sinus infection, or she'd be here this evening walking the sidelines.
She keeps the ship rolling.
She does, and so we're glad to have her watching. And there's a few other people that are watching. Just know that I have been getting your text, and we've been calling this game, and we're excited to be doing it. So we'll be back with you here in just a few moments on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports and FHS Network.
Here's our target. We're shooting azimuth and head out.
All in. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, you don't need a flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby, you know I got this.
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
We're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. A few other people have been texting in, and one of the guys played in this game last year, Wisdom Combs. Shout out to Wisdom Combs, who was the center.
The unit.
The GOAT. Yeah. So who was the center for the Carl Albert Titans, and then at the end of the season said, put me in, coach. He actually played nose guard for a little while, which that was kind of crazy.
Yeah. They needed somebody to fire him up on defense, and I think, Wisdom, if you have any eligibility, they might be able to use it again tonight.
Yeah. Well, he could stand in the middle.
Yeah, they're getting beat up front so far.
All right. Okay, so Tessa, you're down there on the sidelines. What do you think is going on this evening? Give us a little shout out.
So far this game has really been such a fight, and going into this, I definitely thought that's how it was going to be. However, I thought it was going to be more of a proven to be a little bit more of who can answer the call. I said that earlier. However, I think Carl Albert going into this next half may have a little bit more momentum with that last play. Hopefully the Cardinals offense, as we know, they're very successful and have been throughout this year. So maybe in the second half, the Cardinals will be answering more to the Titans than what we saw in the first half.
Well, I hope that's true. We get to see a little better offensive performance, a little better defensive performance out of the Carl Albert Titans. It looks like we might have our athletic director, our Mid-Dell athletic director, down there on the sidelines right now. That's Mr. Andy Collier's down there with Tessa.
Down here on the field with Coach Collier. Coach Collier, that last play right there going into the half, what was going through your mind when you saw that ball go into the end zone?
Catch it. It was a great catch, good throw, great clock management that last series. But we saw that before. We saw it at Guthrie. These kids stay poised. but that kid's a freshman. Number 7's a
That's
freshman.
right.
So, anyways, looks like we're set up to have a good second half.
Going into this next half, what are some key points you think that are going to be necessary for the Titans to see success?
I think stop the run. Obviously, you look at it's only 13 points, but they've kind of done that and made us look ugly a little bit on 2 big drives. I think the key will be maybe to spy the quarterback and stop the run. Maybe put an extra guy in the box.
Thank you very much. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Andy, and thank you, Tessa, for that interview. He's exactly right, Braden. Is what he said there? It really doesn't look that bad on the scoreboard, but they made it look ugly, and that's exactly right. It's a good word.
We found out last week that Carl Albert can win ugly.
Oh yeah.
I think that game last week was the first one where you were like, okay, this is a complete football team because they've found every single way to win possible this season, and they're going to have to find a new one tonight. They're up 14-13. I was texting my grandpa, Papa Wayne, and he's like, I told him it feels like they're down 100 just because of the way this offense has been getting beat up front and how the defense has been getting beat up. But the last 40 seconds could change everything.
Exactly. Now, for Collinsville, you've got to come out. You've got to come out this second half.
Yeah.
Again, one of the things we talked about in the keys to the game for Collinsville, play your game. They're not doing anything wrong right now. They've just run into a team that's prepared, maybe a little better. But you're right. The defense has not been doing it. But when it's come crunch time, it's still 14-13.
Right.
So.
Right. And, no doubt, I feel like Collinsville still has the advantage.
Oh, I think they've got a little bit. I think they've got an advantage at quarterback and running backs. I think I'd put.
It's a push.
I was going to say I think I'd put my guys in there with theirs. However, and right now at the receiving end, we've caught more passes than they have. So I'm going to say that. But right now, you're right. This Andrew Carney, he's everything we said he was, and everything that we saw on film. And so it's good to watch him come out here and play this. I don't have specific stats on him alone, but very much in the hunt here this evening.
He's been a force, and he's been a really, really good runner for the Cardinals.
All right. We've got about 3 minutes, maybe a minute and a half is the way it looks now. We've got about a minute and a half before the game, so we're going to come back for our second half kickoff, and the Collinsville Cardinals will be kicking off to the Carl Albert Titans. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rate starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
Hudiburn, the dealership Oklahomans can count on. Why can you count on them? Because they give their customers more. Oklahoma is growing, and Hudiburn is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles. Hudiburn, 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 Hudiburn! Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudiburn is still here. You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more. Hudiburn.com.
You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more.
We're back with you here to begin the third quarter in this semifinal matchup between the Carl Albert Titans and the Collinsville Cardinals. Collinsville received the kickoff at the beginning of the game, and now they're kicking to the Titans, and that ball is going to be kicked down there. Xavier Thomas is going to take it at the 4-yard line, across the 10, out to the 15. He pounds forward up to the 20. He gets free, and he's going to drag players down to about the 26 and get knocked out of bounds there at about the 27-yard line. A very tough run there.
Yeah, that's the way you got to secure momentum if you're Carl Albert. Both of these teams searching to either retain or recapture that momentum that they lost in the first half. And a great establishment there for Xavier Thomas to start this one.
So Carl Albert takes the ball at the 27-yard line. 11 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Your third quarter sponsor is Nikki Hubbs of Prestige Real Estate. Nikki is your key to home buying and selling. Trips to the right. We've got Kentrell Bazell in the backfield. They're going to call this play dead. Illegal procedure there on the Titans is going to move the ball back to the 22-yard line.
That's their third one of the night.
And that's going to be 1st and 15 for the Titans at their own 22. You can't move backwards when you need to move forwards.
No, that's
pretty brave, wasn't it?
That's Confucius stuff.
Yeah,
right
thank
there.
you. I appreciate it.
You can throw that in your sermon this weekend.
Yeah, I can. All right, we've got a little different set this time. 2 men to the right, 1 man to the left. Bazell in the backfield. DeQuasie in at quarterback. DeQuasie's going to drop back to pass. Throws a little slant inside to the Tayshawn James. He's going to get up to the 30-yard line, and he'll be down there. So that's going to be 8 yards picked up on the play. Is going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Good pickup there on first.
Yeah, very, very good.
Get back ahead of the chains. You're still back on schedule here. Not expecting much on first down. You have a 2nd and 7 play. You don't have a 2nd and 15, 16 play.
Trips to the left. Bazell in the backfield. DeQuasie's going to take the ball. They're going to come to this right side again. Bazell cuts back. He's going to get up to the 35, possibly lean forward to the 36.
Jack Keith on the stop, coming off his block for the Cardinals.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Titans. They're going to bring in the heavy guys this time.
Might be our first look at the Trojan horse tonight.
Maybe. They bring in the
Santino
big
and
boy.
Lateral.
Santino's coming in. Sonny Campbell's in there. Lateral Cole's in there.
5'10", 315, and then you got 6'4", 325.
This time you've got the Trojan horse. Everybody's seen it. Can you stop it? Powers to the left. They're going to move over here to the right. Kentrell Bazell's going to take the direct snap. They're going to throw the flag. It looks like nobody got set. They're actually going to call offsides on the Cardinal, and so that's going to move the ball up to the 41-yard line. And that's a 1st and 10.
Encroachment if you want to get technical.
You're right.
Before the snap.
Encroachment. 41-yard line. That's a 1st and 10 for the Carl Albert Titans. Really at the 42. They may have just been completely lined up off the.
Right in the neutral zone.
Yeah,
there.
in the neutral zone. 2 men to the left, 2 men to the right. Xavier Robinson's in the backfield now at running back. DeQuasie drops back. He's going to pitch it out there, and he just actually threw it too far outside.
Quincy Hopkins, the intended receiver there. And coverage, Seth Kickapoo, number 7.
He actually had the man out there. He was throwing it to that back shoulder, but just too far inside for that to happen, too far outside for that to happen. 2 men to the left, 2 men to the right. Robinson is in the backfield at running back. DeQuasie takes the snap. He hands it off to Robinson. He's going to go across that left side. Robinson pounds forward, is going to get right up to the 49-yard line. And that's 7 yards picked up on the play, brings up 3rd down and 3.
Third and 3. I'd go back to that heavy set, to be honest.
It's possible. We haven't run it yet because we didn't get to run it that time. This time Kentrell Bazell is in the backfield. 1 man to the top of your screen, 1 man to the bottom. DeQuasie's going to keep the ball, run up the middle. He's got room, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and more. He's going to get into the Collinsville Cardinal territory at the 43-yard line.
About a 10-yard gain there just on the quarterback draw. That was a designed run there by DeQuasie. Robinson comes in, relieves Kentrell Bazell.
Right, Reed and Bazell come off. Trey Washington is the bottom of your screen. 1 man to the top, 2 men to the bottom. This time it's going to be a handoff there to Robinson. He's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 44 and 21. 21 being Caden Boyd, and 44, Tristan Cunningham.
They're going to move that ball back to the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Good stop there. for this Collinsville Cardinal defense, trying to bow up and stop them.
Crash in from that outside. That's exactly what happened.
They've been able to get some pressure there.
Two men to the left, two men to the right. Xavier Robinson in the backfield. Equazi takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got pressure. He gets hit hard, and he is sacked back at the 46-yard line in Titan territory.
It's Blake Gilkey flying in from the linebacker spot, completely unblocked. I don't think Equazi knew what play they were running.
That goes all the way back to the 47-yard line in Titan territory, and that's going to bring up third down and about 20 for the Titans.
Just a complete miscommunication between Equazi and his offensive line. Thought he had a lot more time than he actually did. Gets lit up on that play by Blake Gilkey, number 43, the junior linebacker.
Trips to the left, one man to the right. Robinson in the backfield. Equazi takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got a little bit of time this time. He cuts up. He's going to go outside. He moves up the middle, gets hit there across the midfield line at about the 47-yard line. So he goes from 147 to the other 47. 6 yards picked up. He's going to bring up fourth down and 14.
Good news for Carl Albert is that Trey Washington does have a pretty decent leg.
He does.
I think he actually had like an 82-yard punt last week. Got caught up in the wind and rolled out to a touchback. But got two Cardinals back. It's number 7, Seth Kickapoo.
Washington gets the snap, and he's going to kick the ball, and it's a very poor kick. It comes off the right side of his foot and is actually going to go out of bounds here at about the 40-yard line.
It's the old Chris Collinsworth jinx.
That's they're going to place that ball at the 38-yard line. And so even though it was a 9-play drive and took 5 minutes off the clock, it's 7:01, and the Collinsville Cardinals will have it with good field position.
Defense has to come out.
They've actually got a play now. Here they are at the 38-yard line in the Cardinal territory.
Well, great job by Collinsville to stop that momentum shift. It looks like it's back to neutral now, and back from square one. I know it's a 1-point game on the scoreboard, but it feels like it's 0-0 on the field.
Carney's in the backfield. Carney's going to keep it and go up the middle. He's going to pick to the outside. He actually just whiffs by the corner man, and he's going to pick up 11 yards on that inside Titan territory down at the or actually he's not. He's at the 49-yard line. He's going to pick up 11 yards, 1st and 10, and they're going to go with tempo.
And Carney's just a shifty runner that is not afraid of contact.
This time he gives it to Gilkey. Gilkey's going to get hit there at the first, and then he just keeps pounding, keeps those feet moving, and another 9 yards picked up on the play, takes the ball down to the 42-yard line.
Titan defense on their heels, just afraid to go downfield and actually lay a hit on somebody. All the contacts coming from the right side of your screen.
One man split to the left, one man split to the right. Hands it off to Gilkey again. Gilkey gets hit right there at the line of scrimmage. It doesn't look like he made it to the first down marker. We'll see where they place the ball.
It'll be awfully close.
They're going to leave it there at the 42. Is going to bring up third down and 1. Carney and Gilkey have just been the offense for the Collinsville Cardinals this evening. Hammond is down here at the bottom of your screen. One man split to the right. And they've got motion again on the left guard for Collinsville. That's going to move the ball back to the 47-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now for the Collinsville Cardinals.
Saw that in the first half. That actually happened twice on 3rd down.
Yes, it did.
3rd and short, making it a 3rd and medium, 3rd and long.
Just kind of shoot yourself in the foot at that point.
Titans were only able to stop them once out of those 2 times, though, in the first half. No panic here if you're Collinsville.
The ball is at the 47-yard line. It's actually 3rd down. The marker says 4th down, but it's actually 3rd down. Carney's going to keep the ball. He's going to come across this left side, and he's going to get across down to the 40, down to the 38, and he picks up the 1st down. He's a hard runner, and he knows exactly what he needs every time. The ball is at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Collinsville Cardinals.
Great field awareness there by Kearney, able to stretch out and get an extra couple feet, making sure that the referees can't affect that first down call.
Right. Hammond is at the bottom of your screen as a wideout.
Yeah, he's
one
the man
man
to watch if the ball's going in the air.
One man to the top of your screen. Kearney takes the ball. He hands it off to Gilkey. Gilkey's going to go across the right. He just takes on defenders right and left. He's going to pick up 13 yards and a first down to the 25-yard line.
Pad level's too high. No one's running downfield. They're allowing the ball to come to them. This Titan defense needs to step up here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Cardinals. Kearney's going to keep it himself. He goes right up the middle, and he just keeps pushing and dragging. He's going to pick up 6 on the play, maybe 7 down to the 18. And that brings up 2nd and 3. And so what you want to do, you just want to keep running the ball. Number 57 bounces off on.
Clayton Brewer able to hobble off on his own.
That's from the Collinsville Cardinals.
Caleb Tahee is alongside Hammond on the near side.
Kearney is in there. Gilkey in the backfield. Hammond's in motion, left to right. He hands off to Hammond on the end around. He gets hit at the end of the line out there. He's going to get down to the 14-yard line. That's enough for another Cardinal first down.
Chauncey Lester able to trip him up there before he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line for the Collinsville Cardinals. Got 2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. Kearney's going to hand it off to Gilkey right up the middle. Gilkey goes inside the 10, pushes forward down to the 7.
I mean, Carl Albert's trying to tackle the ball before they tackle the ball carrier.
7 yards picked up on the play, 2nd and 3. They're moving with tempo, and they're just going to keep moving. They're just going to keep driving the ball right down the gut. Kearney this time hands off to Gilkey. Gilkey across the 5, down to the 3. I believe it's the 3. We'll see exactly where they place it.
Yeah.
And that's going to take him to the 3-yard line. Picked up, 1st and goal at the 3.
Collinsville simply imposing their will on the Titans, doing whatever they want to do here. Carl Albert just simply does not have an answer for it right now.
3 minutes and 10 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. And it's a lot of Kearney and Gilkey. Kearney's going to keep it himself. This time he cuts to the outside, cuts back in, touchdown, Collinsville Cardinals. So Gilkey takes it in from 3 yards out, and that actually was, with the short field, that actually ended up being a 62-yard drive.
All of them on the ground. 10-play, 62-yard touchdown drive. And I think, they're going to end up going for 1 here. As number 25, that's Anthony Blau, is on to kick for the Cardinals. Missed the first PAT attempt of the evening.
They're going to have to call the timeout because they were running out of clock. And so the coach calls timeout. We're going to take a timeout with him. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
Here's our target. We're shooting azimuth, head out. All in. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. And it looks like after that timeout, they are putting the offense back in, and they're going to go for a 2-point try here. Kearney and Gilkey are in the backfield. Going to be a direct snap there to Kearney. Man in motion left or right across the formation. Carney takes it. He's going to go across that right side. They're going to try to stretch it out. They throw it in the end zone, and it's batted away. And so the Collinsville Cardinals go on top, but now the score is widening a little bit. If Carl Albert can actually pull it together here, the score is 19-14 in favor of the Collinsville Cardinals. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need the flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby. You know I got this.
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. We'd like to welcome our NFHS viewers this evening and our Facebook Live viewers, where the Collinsville Cardinals have just gone back on top 19-14 after missing a 2-point try there. So Carl Albert is getting ready to receive the ball with 2 minutes and 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. That ball is going to go down there again to Xavier Thomas. He's going to take it at the 7-yard line. He's up across the 20, gets out to the 25, and is knocked down there about the 29-yard line. Maybe they'll give him the 30. This is Carl Albert's second possession of the second half, and the ball is going to be placed at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the third.
Tessa, how's that sideline responding out of the half?
Coming into this half, Carl Albert was pretty excited. I still think they are. Definitely when the defense is out there, it's a little bit more rowdy out here.
All right, thank you, Tessa. That was a pass play, a little inside pass play, picked up 10 yards from the 30 to the 40.
Reed DeQuaza to Tayshawn James. A very contested slant route as James had 3 men wrapped up on him. Tie ball goes to the offense, and Titans retain possession and a first down.
Trips to the left. Kentrell Bazell is in the backfield with Reed DeQuazy. DeQuazy's going to take the ball. Bazell's going to go to the right side. He's got little to no running room. He's going to pick up maybe a yard out to the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Titans. That's we've gone to the well a little few too many times where we put our trips out on the left side and run him to the right.
Yeah.
They had that smelled out that time.
Yeah, I think.
Just to let you know, on the other side of the semifinal, McAllister is just pounding on Lawton MacArthur 28-0 in the third quarter. They're 2/3 of the way through that third quarter. Trips to the left. This is Robinson in the backfield, I believe, this time. No, that's Bazell. Reed DeQuazy keeps the ball, gets up to about the 45-yard line before he is taken down there. So he picks up 4 more yards on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Carl Albert Titans. Tayshawn James checks in.
Big 3rd down for both sides of the ball here.
It really is. 1 minute and 20 seconds and counting in the third quarter.
Collinsville can get a stop. This is obviously punting territory. You don't want to give Collinsville a short field here.
Trips to the right this time for the Titans. Bazell is in the backfield. DeQuazy's going to keep it. He's right at the line to make for the first down. They're going to place it at the 49-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 1. He got tripped right there at the end.
That was Blake Gilkey, number 43. Once again, I mean, he has full command of this defense.
They're putting in the big boys this time. And so is Collinsville. They're coming in with their big guys in the middle.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Trojan Horse here. No need to get fancy. Let Kentrell Bazell, your workhorse, get you the yard that you need.
Bazell is in the Trojan setting. DeQuazy is split out to the left. They move the H-backs to the left side, and they've got a flag. It's going to put us back 5 yards. And that was Mason Lance that moved early there off this right side.
Oh, they got the defense in the neutral zone once again.
Oh, wow. That's big because Lance actually left early. I mean, you saw him as well as I did. That's big. And so that ball goes down to the 46-yard line with that penalty. I was wrong. 1st and 10, Carl Albert Titans. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong.
It's the second or third time now they've gotten Collinsville lined up in the neutral zone.
Mason, I apologize for saying that you moved too quick. I
think that's the only time he's heard that.
One man to the left, one man to the right. Kentrell Bazell is in the backfield. Everybody's within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. There's nobody back. So they're just lining up to stop the run, and that's the end of the quarter. And we'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rate starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Titans have 1st and 10 inside Collinsville territory here at the 46-yard line. Trips to the left. Xavier Robinson's in the backfield. Going to be a pitch to Robinson. He's going to come out here to this far side, and he gets tripped up there at about the 43-yard line, maybe the 42. So from the 46 down to the 42 is 4 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6.
Obviously, if the Titans score here, they're more than likely going to go for 2, try to go up by 3 points.
Trips to the right. Xavier Robinson's in the backfield. Kwesi takes the snap. The ball is down. Robinson picks it up, and he just keeps fighting forward. He pushes on another player. He drives past the 35. What a job there by Robinson, just dragging tacklers down inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Carl Albert Titans.
And that is how you fire up your sideline. Get off me, he says. What a run by
heck of a run
Robinson
there. From the 42 down to the 27.
Wow.
So 15 yards picked up, 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 27-yard line.
I think even if they gave him the day off, he won't skip leg day.
Kentrell Bazell is in the backfield. Man in motion across the formation. It looks like it's going to be a halfback pass. He's going to throw it deep to the end zone. That's got to be a flag. Yes, it is. So
Xavier Thomas to Trey Washington. And Washington comes up a little hobbled. In coverage, I believe, was number 11, Oscar Hammond. Ball was a little underthrown. He was dead to rights. There's no way to get out of that PI there. That's going to be a free 15 for Carl Albert. A great call up there after you get the momentum back on your side, and that sideline fired up again after that Xavier Robinson run.
And really, the PI saves the touchdown, so it's a good 15-yard penalty.
It does, yeah. You'll give that up almost every time.
So from the 27, the ball is going to be placed down at the 14-yard line. And so we are in the red zone. Midwest City Auto Group, 8920 Southeast 29th, Midwest City, Oklahoma.
Trips right. Mason Lance to the near side as the tight end.
Kentrell Bazell's in the backfield. Kwesi takes the ball, hands off to Bazell. Bazell pounds up the middle inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. So from the 14, looks like they're going to give him to the 8. 6 yards picked up on the play. 2nd down and 4.
Good to see the Titans getting back to their bread and butter. Hand it off to the big guys and let them do their thing. It's a war of attrition right now.
10 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Your fourth quarter sponsor is Allen's Power Equipment in Choctaw. Many models of mowers, trimmers, chainsaws, and edgers, or any other tool you may need for your lawn. Trips to the right. Bazell is in the backfield. DeQuazy takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Bazell. Bazell's going to go across the right side. He gets hit hard right there at the 6-yard line. 2 yards picked up on the play.
Tessa, how is that sideline reacting after that Xavier Robinson run?
That may have been the wildest I've seen this sideline tonight. We had everybody running down here. It took me a while to hear you guys again for everything to settle back down. But I think that right there, those are the kind of plays that get this offense hyped up, and I think is what gives them the chance to be more successful as well.
All right. One man to the left, one man to the right. DeQuazy keeps the ball. He pounds forward, and he gets in. Touchdown, Carl Albert.
They're going to keep the offense out, go for 2, try to go up by 3 points. Kicking the extra point does nothing for you here.
So what you end up with is you end up with Carl Albert matching exactly. Collinsville had a 10-play drive. Carl Albert had a 10-play drive, and they score again. The score is 20-19 for Carl Albert, and Carl Albert's going to go for 2 and try to shred this out to 3 points.
Aiden White to the top side.
Got the double back set. White's at the top. Kentrell Bazell moves up to the H-back position. Man in motion left to right across the formation. That's Robinson. DeQuazy drops back to pass. He sees an opening, and he's pounding forward, and he does not get it. He gets to the 1, and that's it. The score is 20-19.
No harm, no foul for Carl Albert, and no harm, no foul for Collinsville on that last play. Keeps it right where it is.
We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports NFHS Network.
Hudiburn, the dealership Oklahomans can count on. Why can you count on them? Because they give their customers more. Oklahoma is growing, and Hudiburn is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles. Hudiburn, 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 Hudiburn. Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudiburn is still here. You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more. Hudiburn.com.
You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more.
Here's our target. We'll shoot an azimuth and head out.
All in. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
We're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Carl Albert Titans have gone back in the lead 20-19 over the Collinsville Cardinals. Capped off there was a 6-yard run, 70 yards on the drive, 10 plays, 5 minutes and 20 seconds. And Kentrell Bazell scored the touchdown, but it was Xavier Robinson with a 15-yard run that he would not be denied. This time the ball is going to be knocked down into the end zone for the touchback. And so the Collinsville Cardinals will have the ball with 9 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the game at their own 20-yard line.
A few words exchanged between a couple of players there. This game has a lot riding on it. A lot of emotions in this game. Got to keep your head if you're both teams here. I mean, cannot give up free yards. We saw that in the first half. Isaiah Reed losing his temper a little bit with the referee giving up a free 15, getting the Cardinals out of their own end. But, you know, just got to stay cool. Got to stay cool. I know this game has a lot riding on it, but keep everything in front of you, boys.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Collinsville has 2 men to the top of your screen. Carney and Gilkey are in the backfield. They've been doing all the damage for the Cardinals. Carney takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself and go right up the middle, and he falls forward for about 4 yards. He's going to go from the 20 up to the 24. Going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Bazell gets the stop there. If you're Carl Albert, I mean, send a blitz, something. Get these guys downhill, because it just seems like Gilkey and Kearney are just able to push these guys onto their backs. It seems like there's a bunch of roaches on the field.
Gilkey keeps the ball. He's going to move around inside the line. He's going to pick up the first down. He's going to get out to the 33-yard line. 9 yards picked up on the play, 1st and 10 for the Collinsville Cardinals. It seems like they always get a hand on him. Nobody brings him down.
Hand on him, and then they always end up on their backs. That kind of dead bug mentality. But,
right.
Let's see if they can get downfield a little bit here.
Kearney's going to keep the ball around the left side this time. He looks up to throw, but there's no throw there. He's going to run out of bounds there at about the 36-yard line, 37. So 4 yards picked up, 2nd and 6. When he's going to run like that, we need to quit thinking he's going to throw, because I don't think he's going to throw.
Right. I mean, if he beats you over the top, he beats you over the top.
Right.
But got to attack the ball here. Trust those secondary guys. I mean, they've been in one-on-one coverage all night long. There's no issues there.
Kearney's going to hand it off to Gilkey. Gilkey's right there in the middle, and it seems like he just finds a way to find 3 or 4, maybe 5 yards. This time it was 4. And he goes from the 37 up to the 41-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 2.
You can't go to a 3-man front because your 4-man is getting beat up, pushed back. Even if you do send the extra backer down there on the 3-4 front, it's not really going to do anything.
Kearney's going to keep the ball up the middle. He's got the first down. He's just going to drive those legs. He's going to get up to about the 47-yard line. And so 6 yards picked up and a first down for the Collinsville Cardinals.
8 minutes and 12 seconds and ticking here left in the 4th quarter. Collinsville 2 timeouts remaining. Titans have all 3.
Hammond to the top of your screen. 1-man split wide to the bottom. Gilkey gets the ball. He just finds his way through, gets into Titan territory there at the 49-yard line. So 4 yards picked up on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Karan Howard trotting on for the Titans. Trying to stop up those lines, those gaps, excuse me.
1 man to the top, 1 man to the bottom of your screen. Kearney's going to keep the ball. He's looking to the outside. This time he gets touched, but nothing there. He's going to pick up the 7 yards and another first down for the Collinsville Cardinals.
Give Kearney credit. He is very, very slippery. No arm tackle is going to bring him down. You have to have multiple hats on the ball if you're even going to have a chance.
The ball goes down to the 43-yard line. 6 yards picked up. That's what he needed. 1st and 10, Collinsville Cardinals. 2 men to the bottom of your screen this time. Kearney's going to take the ball. He hands it off to Gilkey. Gilkey looks for a hole on that left side, and they stop him up for a 1-yard gain this time from the 43 down to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 10.
One of the biggest wins this Carl Albert defensive front has had all night.
Well, since the first series where we actually stopped them on 3 plays, the very first series of the game.
Well, MacArthur showing a little bit of life here late in the 3rd, scoring their 2nd touchdown of the game. It's going to be 28.
Kearney's going to keep the ball up the middle, and he just keeps pushing forward. Kearney's going to get down to the 38-yard line.
28-14, MacArthur.
4 more yards picked up on the play, 3rd down and 4.
MacArthur and McAllister. McAllister leads that one with just over 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Got a stack set on the top of your screen, 1 man to the bottom. This is Hammond in motion. The ball goes down. Kearney picks it up, and he's going to get the first down and reach forward down to the 32-yard line. 6 yards picked up on the play. 1st and 10, Collinsville Cardinals.
Some C team, right?
Yeah, it's a C. There's a lot of C's tonight. 2 men to the bottom of your screen. Hammond is at the top. This time it's going to be a handoff to Gilkey. Gilkey cuts back to the middle. There's a man hanging on his legs, and he's going to get pushed back there. But he's going to get inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So that's at least 3 yards, possibly 4 picked up on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and a long 6.
Big drive here for both
5
teams.
minutes and 35 seconds left here in the game. 2 men to the bottom, 1 man to the top. Kearney takes the snap. He's going to move out here to the right side. He falls down, and a loss on the play back to the 34-yard line.
Xavier Thomas blowing up his blocker. That was Xavier Thomas blowing up number 42, Braden Gilkey, the running back, the lead blocker on that play.
Third down and 12 now.
Forcing Kearney to lose his footing.
2 men to the top, 2 men to the bottom. Carl Albert's trying to get their defense set, and they're going to have to call a timeout right here. 5 minutes even in the fourth quarter. Third down and 12, a big third down. We'll be back with you here in just a moment.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby. You know I got this.
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
Third down and 12, an important third down for the Collinsville Cardinal here. 5 minutes even, 2 men stacked to the bottom, 2 men to the top. Gilkey in the backfield with Kearney all night long. Their success has been on the ground. It's 3rd and 12. No reason it wouldn't be a 4-down territory here. Kearney drops back. He's going to throw the inside screen there to Hammond, and he's going to get hit just inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. So 5 yards picked up is going to be 4th down and 7.
One of the few times I've gone to the air tonight, I believe every single pass has gone number 11's way. Oscar Hammond, like we said earlier in the game, 1,000 yards receiving on.
He's the target
on the year.
4th down and 7. 2 men to the top of your screen. Hammond is up there at the top. Number 14 is down here at the bottom. Kearney and Gilkey in the backfield.
Nobody more than 7 yards off the ball.
Everybody's in the box. Man in motion left to right. He's going to drop back. He's going to pass over there to Hammond. He's got the pass, and he's got the first down inside the 20-yard line at the 18.
Demarion Brown in coverage.
1st and 10 there for the Collinsville Cardinals at the 18-yard line.
That's lulling this defense to sleep. They're expecting run almost every single time, and then boom, you hit them with back-to-back passes.
The clock is going past 4 minutes as we speak. Hammond's at the top of the screen. Kearney's going to hand it off to Gilkey. Gilkey gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he keeps fighting. And he gets down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards picked up on the play. He brings up 2nd and 7.
Extracurriculars, a lot of extra pushing and shoving. Guys not disengaging. This game could get chippy.
Three minutes and 42 seconds left here in the game. And they're asking the clock to keep running, and it is. Collinsville will be using the clock up. They don't want to leave any time left for Carl Albert to have to do anything extra.
They have to reset the play clock. They were looking for the reset on the play clock due to the stoppage on the game clock. The play clock should have reset, never did.
3 minutes and 26 seconds. Kearney and Gilkey in the backfield. Kearney's going to keep the ball. He's going to go across that left side. He gets hit hard out there at about the 13-yard line. They're going to place that ball at the 12-yard line. He picks up 3 more, is going to bring up 3rd down and 4. The clock is going to go below 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 4 here for the Collinsville Cardinals.
Trying to leave no time on the clock for the Titans to have a rebuttal.
Going to hand off. Kearney's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get down to about the 7-yard line, and that'll be 1st and goal at the 7.
If you're Carl Albert, do you let them score?
I want you to know that right now this is a 17-play drive that started with 9 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock in the fourth quarter. This has been just a brilliant drive by the Collinsville Cardinals.
Absolutely. I think if you're the Titans, you start having to think about letting them score.
2 minutes and 25 seconds and counting. The clock is going to be down about 2:05 by the time this thing is snapped. One man to the top of your screen, one man to the bottom. Andrew Carney's going to keep the ball himself. He's going to move across that left side, and he's going to get hit there at the 4-yard line. He goes down for a 3-yard pickup, so it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Timeout, Carl Albert. Coach Doan wants to talk to his guys.
He's also giving a little complaint about the clock because the clock did not stop. He called timeout with just over 2 minutes.
Back down to 1:56.
So Carl Albert takes their first timeout.
Another second.
No, that's right. This is their second timeout of the half.
It's like one of the drive, I believe. Both of them have come on defense, no?
Yep.
Yeah. Collinsville retaining 2 timeouts so far. Game reset 2019. Carl Albert over Collinsville. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. And again, 2 timeouts remaining on Collinsville's side and 1 for the Titans. It looks like they're trying to get the clock reset to 2:02.
.202 is what they're going to put on the clock. And
so regaining 6 seconds here.
We're waiting for that clock management to happen here. 2:02, and now we've got the 2:02, and the referee has headed back to the game. So it's 2nd and goal at the 4. And this is when you need to have some sort of big defensive stop for the Titans or a turnover. Handoff to Gilkey. Gilkey goes through. Touchdown, Collinsville.
1:58 remaining.
So that puts the score, the Cardinals 25 and the Titans 20. And I think they are going to go for 2. Which would only make sense. It doesn't do you any good to have 1.
Right, and you're up to more than a field goal right now.
Right. So you want to go for 2 here. So Gilkey or Carney comes back in. Gilkey is in the backfield with him. They're going to go trips to the left.
I believe they went to the air last time going for 2.
Carney goes under center. This is the first time we've seen him go under center this evening. He's going to pitch it back to Gilkey. It's going to be an end around. He's going to throw back to the inside. There's nobody standing there. Thrown back to Carney. And it is the 2-point conversion. The score is now 27-20 for the Collinsville Cardinals. 1 minute and 58 seconds left in the game.
A little bit of a Philly special there, a little variant of that. The toss reverse, nobody covers Gilkey. Actually reminded me of the 2-point conversion that Lincoln Riley ran in the 2017 Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Finding Baker Mayfield in the corner of the end zone. Good play call there to go up by a full touchdown and an extra point there for Collinsville.
Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Collinsville Cardinal has gone on top 27-20. 1 minute and 58 seconds left in this game for the semifinals to go to state. The Cardinals kick a deep onside kick, and the ball is loose. And if the Cardinals have it, that could very well be the game.
They say they have it.
They're pointing as though they have it.
And they do.
And they do. So the deep onside is going to give Collinsville the ball with 1 minute and 57 seconds left. And the ball is going to be at the 30-yard line in Titan territory. And really, with one timeout, there's really not a lot you can do with this.
Have to force a turnover.
Yeah,
they haven't been able to arm tackle all night.
That's right.
If you're Carl Albert defensively, this is it. I mean, this is everything on the line. This is the past 6 years on the line.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Kearney is in the backfield. One man to the top of the screen, one man to the bottom. Going to hand off to Gilkey. Gilkey's going to go right up the middle. He's going to pound forward down to about the 22-yard line. So 8 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd down and 2, and the clock continues to tick. Actually, Carl Albert takes their final timeout with 1 minute and 49 seconds. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports and FHS Network.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
We're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where your Carl Albert Titans are 1 minute and 49 seconds away from falling out of this playoff match to go to the state championship. This will be the first time that Carl Albert has lost a semifinal in their history. They've gone to just a tight formation, a safe formation, and Kearney is going to move it over here to the left. He's going to just
get the first down.
Down the ball at the first down. He's at the 18-yard line. 1 minute and 43 seconds. The clock will start as the ball is placed. 1 minute and 33 seconds. They move Hammond back to a safe position, and they're going to down the ball here. They're going to snap it with about 2 seconds, 3 seconds left on the play clock. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Kearney takes the ball. He takes the knee. 1 minute and 9 seconds. They will have to snap the ball one more time, and that will be the game. Well, a great game this evening as far as, two teams battling it out. No one's played Collinsville this close all year long, and Collinsville came in with the two-headed monster in Gilkey and Kearney, and they just continued to just drive that ball.
Yeah.
That last drive was
that was the backbreaker.
That was awfully impressive when they went actually 19 plays and drove it down the field. 30 seconds left, and that'll be the last snap of the game. And the Collinsville Cardinals will move on to the 5A state championship game. Collinsville has never won a state championship in football. So they have their opportunity, and it looks like it's going to be against the McAllister High School Buffaloes. They're leading MacArthur 35-13 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Well, only one team can finish the year with a win streak.
That's right.
And not making it to a championship game, considering a failed season, you have something special built, and that's what Carl Albert has done throughout the past 30, 40 years.
Yep.
If you're not playing in December, it's kind of a lost season. And not to take away anything from what these guys have accomplished this year. It's been a heck of a run. 10-3 is nothing to tilt your nose at, and just a great job by Coach Dunn and his staff. Their first year all together. But man, it's a tough one to swallow. I mean, you and me have been calling these games for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
winning championships is all we know.
That's all we've done.
It's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. And for
well,
these young men, it's a tough
these
pill to
seniors,
swallow.
that's all they've done. They don't know anything else, and so. But they played hard. They played well. Grew up all season long, and have given the legacy over to this next bunch of young men who are going to be coming in to learn what it means to be a Carl Albert Titan and to carry on that tradition.
Well, not bad for a team that was considered dead after week 3.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they weren't any good this year, but they were good enough to make it to the semifinal game against an undefeated Collinsville Cardinal team. Collinsville came in this evening having not been played this close. Their point margin is 38 points up until today. And they walk out of here 27-20 victors over the Carl Albert Titans. It has been a great season for the Carl Albert Titans. We were glad to be able to be here with you and to participate with you along this journey. And we hope that you will continue to follow Carl Albert Athletics. I'm sure that the Oklahoma Sports Network will be carrying some basketball games and some wrestling matches and also maybe a swim meet here in the winter. Also, along with our spring sports that will be coming up, you'll be able to watch a baseball game on the Oklahoma Sports Network as well. So we thank you for the opportunity to be here with you this evening. Tessa, you're still down there on the sidelines, right? And we would like to get a quick comment from Coach Dunn at the end of the game. We're going to stay with you, but we're going to go take a break right now. And we'll be back with you here in just a moment on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rates starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
Hudiburn, the dealership Oklahomans can count on. Why can you count on them? Because they give their customers more. Oklahoma is growing, and Hudiburn is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles. Hudiburn, 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 Hudiburn. Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudiburn is still here. You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more. Hudiburn.com.
You can count on Hudiburn. We'll give you more.
Here's our target. Let's shoot an azimuth and head out.
All in. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
We're back with you here on the Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Collinsville Cardinals have just defeated the Carl Albert Titans 27-20 in this state semifinal game. These young men played with heart and played well all season long, going undefeated in 5A until tonight. The Collinsville Cardinals are still undefeated and going to play McAllister in the state championship. And so we're going to have an opportunity here to just check in with Coach Dunn and really just to see how proud he is of the young men that have played for him this year in this first season as head coach. So Tessa's going to make her way over and have the opportunity. Here comes Coach Dunn right now. So, all right. All right, Tessa.
Yeah, I'm down here on the field with Coach Dunn. First off, congratulations on an amazing season. It's been super fun to watch you guys from the sidelines. How proud are you of this team right now?
Oh, extremely proud. I mean, everybody counted them out a long time ago, so proud of them. That's a really great group of guys. You know, it's just there's winning and there's learning, and we learned a lot from this and learned a lot from the season. But I'm extremely proud of those guys because people counted them out a long time ago, and they just kept fighting and kept getting better. So hats off to them.
Thank you very much, Coach, and congrats on a successful season. Back to you guys.
All right. Well, that's exactly what I expected out of Coach Dunn, and I know that he is proud of these young men, and he is absolutely right. Early on in the season, you and I experienced that in different places when people would say, well, what's the matter with Carl Albert this year?
Well, I got asked that every night on the franchise for about 3, 4, 5 weeks. So.
Right. And I just kept saying, well, we're learning. Mm-hmm. And we kept winning, and made our way to the semifinal. And got beat this evening by a very, very good Collinsville Cardinal team. Very well coached.
That's off to them. I mean, they executed every single part of their game plan that they wanted to.
That's absolutely right.
Absolutely instilled their will. Again, hats off to them.
Yeah. So here we are. This is the end of our 2021 season, and we are absolutely thankful that you were able to stay with us and watch us throughout this year and listen to this presentation of the Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. We will be back with you to do other sports throughout the winter and throughout the spring, so please stay in touch with your Oklahoma Sports Network, and we hope that you will enjoy the games that we bring you in the future. It will be a new state champion in 5A this year, and it will be between Collinsville and McAllister. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in that game, and McAllister has just gone in for another score. And so it looks like it could be 42-13 here in just a few moments. And so Collinsville and McAllister will battle it out in Edmond next week at the University of Central Oklahoma. We appreciate all of the coaches and their families for all the sacrifice that they give and the time that they give to be here with these young men. And we appreciate all the teachers and the sponsors of all the different groups that make Carl Albert Titan football the home of champions. We'll be back with you with basketball, wrestling, and swimming in the near future. Good night, and God bless.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.